Oh God, I made it back.
How's that water? That tasty beverage?
I also got to get some coffee.
Oh,
that's why. I don't know. I like drinking coffee and water. It just chills me out.
I mean, I'm on virtually no sleep anyway because, as people know, I put out a fucking review at 4 a.m. So,
gotcha. I'm on call for work, so.
Yeah, then I had to do a one-on-one with my boss this morning. So, yeah, virtually no sleep.
Yep, know the feeling.
Yep, that was all gone. But otherwise, we are here to obviously talk about the latest news that we got in the Toku community, one of which we will not talk about, which is the thing that Mark just made me aware of right before we went live.
Oh, Lord.
This is a rabbit hole I wish I could fill with dirt and walk away from. I just got to another horrible part.
Oh,
I wish
you didn't. And then I just realized how, and then it shows where stuff happened, like from a geographical standpoint, and it's not far from me.
Oh,
it's, and I'm like,
Mark, no more, please.
Yeah, so
I was like,
there's definitely some very bad details going on right now regarding a certain Power Rangers actor's son and pretty much their history of being the epitome of Ranger danger.
Just that's all I have to say.
Yeah. But Jesus, the information that came out of that.
They're a multi-time pedestrian.
Yep. We're not touching that one with a 5-foot pole.
Absolutely not. It's bad and wow.
I wouldn't touch that within 500 meters. Never mind.
It's in bad taste as well, so no way.
Yes, very bad taste. We're not making jokes. Serious situation.
Yeah.
Speaking of bad taste, I've been sick all week, so I'm having my first drink in a couple days. Just the Mike's Harder half and half. So,
gotcha.
But I'm definitely feeling it, Mr. Krabs. So,
do they just call it an Arnold Harder?
Arnold Harder.
I mean, it is an Arnold Palmer, technically, yes. But hey, it is what it is. Now, of course, Mark told me that he has not caught up on this week's superhero time whatsoever.
Vacation.
And I am vehemently mad that people did not tell me last week that Garo's episode was so deep in booty meat. Like, so deep. Like, whole style, country style buffet. Just there. Out there. On YouTube for free. And no one told me shit.
Why you got to single me out there, bud?
I was hella mad.
Stop.
No one told me anything until Sunday night stream. And you know what happened? I was sick. I couldn't do anything except drink water like a proper human being. That's not the type of guy I am. Nah.
No.
Drinking water. That's crazy. Crazy. But I did it. So if you have not seen last week's Garo episode, I highly recommend that y'all do after the stream. And then you can thank me later. So there you go. I have not watched this week's Garo, however. Also, what's the story going on with the Blazar film? I heard first of all,
it's airing currently now in Japan in theaters. Yeah. So eventually, when probably I'd say a month, we're going to get subs, proper on some certain networks and all that.
It's from what I got an email. I think the Ultraman Connect sent out an email about it. I think they're going to have it on the Ultraman Connect website, which is free to sign up for.
Yep.
Already signed up. And when they do their special live stage shows, you can buy digital tickets to it, or if you follow them on social media, they'll sometimes just give you free access. They'll give it out. That's how I got into a few of them, and it's worth it.
I'm pretty sure eventually it'll probably be on YouTube for free, but probably not for a bit until it,
Nah, because they're really pumping the Ultraman Connect website. They're kind of using that as their hub right now for a lot of stuff, and they have good merch, better merch than what's on the Ultraman official like Amazon page with like the really bad PNG file T-shirts. They actually have some good stuff on the Ultraman Connection website.
How was the Decker movie out so fast though? Did they just release it online?
I don't think it was because it was just like given, like it wasn't like a thing that got a full theatrical release, so there was just allowed.
It's been a while. Well, Ultraman theatrical release that wasn't like Thin Ultraman or something else. It's been a while.
Although it is nice that it's in theaters.
If that respect to Ultraman.
If you guys want very shitty subs, I guess you know where to get them immediately, but don't. I wouldn't taint your blood with it. You taint your taste buds with it. Wait for it, to come out proper.
Now, I did see from Trash Toku's YouTube channel, apparently he said that word is that there is no tease of Arc at the end of the film.
Good. Thank God. Oh, actually not good, because that means everyone's going to keep thinking that Arc has something to do with what the heck? Noah.
I'm thinking Zero, just because when I was on Super Riot's website earlier this week, they did say it is the 15th anniversary of Zero, so expect some more Zero stuff.
Well, he is getting his own feature-length film and special, but I doubt he's going to be not too integral to the next one. Please,
mentor, because they're trying to do their own thing now. Because Blazar was so like popular, I think like they're going,
Zio,
less of new generation stuff.
Zero was a mentor
between Zero and Nexus. Love child between Zero and Nexus. Let's go.
No, also Zero was a mentor to so many Ultramans, like so much of like the new gen.
Can't stop, won't stop.
I don't need him around anymore, ever, please. I like his song, but that's it.
Can't stop.
I just want more Ultra 7 stuff.
Oh,
that's
all I
want. Give me new generation Ultra 7.
We're not getting any more of that, apparently.
I'm aware.
Sad, but it was good.
Where is Ash? Well, Ash is busy with wrestling stuff. Got him busy. Got him tired out. He needs to rest. Even though he put out a video 20 minutes ago, so it's
of course.
Well, he probably had that one lined up in the podcast.
He had time because he was at like the Undertaker's one man show Q&A thing, and then I was like, asshole, I want to go. And then he had his video out for the Power Ranger stuff, and now he's getting ready for Elimination Chamber, but it doesn't start for another 7 hours. But he does have to drive, and he has people coming over. So I was like, all right.
Okay.
I was gonna go, but Australia, it's a little far
and dangerous. They got.
You're closer to it than we are. We're on the East Coast. You got just a whole body of water. We got continents blocking us if we were trying to get there the fastest route.
Well,
so
means you guys are in a bad location.
I like my location. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll just get a boat.
I have a nice house. I'm okay with it.
I'll find a way. Even though I don't care. Don't care at all.
But you don't care about wrestling at all.
I don't. I've not kept up with wrestling in years. Since Attitude Era was the last time I cared.
That's a lot longer than years. That's decades.
Also, I thought there was a rise of people getting back into wrestling, or at least it's gotten bigger in the last year. Fine, that it has been since. So note how we're avoiding talking about Gotcha.
Gotchards back to basics. It's back to basics. Even though we got Majade, we got Majade with the new form. That was such a good form. God, Majade's out here getting great forms versus what Gotchard got.
Did you see the comparison between that form and Blade Tatagami? Because it is the same thing.
I did not.
Yeah. Mark knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, I've seen the comparison. I haven't, like I said, I didn't watch because I was on vacation all week, so I didn't watch the new episode. But I've seen all the forms and all the forms that aren't out yet, and all the previews for the forms this weekend. And I was like, oh, cool. That's just there's a lot of forms, and
It's only
weird
2,
'cause-
really.
No, well, I mean,
Also-
altogether from like as a whole from a show, there's a lot of forms in the show.
True.
Look, I searched for PNG Tifa. People in the chat were asking why Tifa is on here. Look, I was searching for a PNG of Tifa. This was the fastest one I can get right before start time that wouldn't require me to do some editing to crop out the background and all that crap.
Yeah.
So
I need
Speaking of,
to
I'm not going to be on next week for Final Fantasy Rebirth, so it's like that's
Yeah.
like I can start playing it on my birthday,
Mhm.
and then that's all I'm doing all day.
But it
for my
comes out
birthday
on
is I'm just playing this
Thursday.
game. Yeah,
but then we got the King
I'm not
Oger
going to
finale.
finish.
The
I'm not
finale
gonna
of King
finish by
Oger.
Thursday. I'm not going to finish till like Sunday.
But the King Oger finale.
I know I'm going to binge King Oger over the weekend or tomorrow.
Oh, that reminds me. I forgot. What is it again? So I was actually curious about this. Do you guys think which show do you think had more forms, Gotchard or Build? Because it's kind of close. Because Build was very form heavy. Plus, Build also had
not over yet.
True, but Build had also like 4 riders, and they also got their own forms and upgrades.
I think
and whatnot.
theoretically, Build would technically have more forms just because the combination, even if they're not best matches, the combinations that you could end up making. But O's would still have the most forms anyway because it's 3.
Oh no, I meant that appear in show, not like potential. Because potential O's I know is like 100 plus something.
I don't know.
It might go to Gotchard because they've been, even with new writers, this just means new forms. Hell, we're getting new forms galore next episode. So,
I want to do a count. I got to count it by the end of it. Let's see how many.
I'm not looking forward to doing the freaking forum tier rankings. Usually I do it halfway through the show, and I'm like, there's already so many. I should have split that into thirds because
that's one thing that I've disliked about obviously doing the batch reviews, because when I do my Let's Talk forms, I'm like, why are there so many forms that I have to talk about? There's been a new form almost every single episode. Almost every single episode, someone has gotten a new form. I think there's more forms than there are episodes currently if you count the multitude of writers now. So,
are you counting the PNG as well? The PNGs.
I don't review the wild forms, but
no,
because I wouldn't count those as forms.
No, I don't count wild forms.
But at least the form that Majade got this week looked better than anything Valverade's gotten because they're not great. Gotchards forms, tend to be hit or miss, but the fact that Majade got one form and it's already miles better than anything we've gotten from Gotchard thus far. It's very streamlined, very sleek, works well, very impactful when it comes to the moveset. One of the biggest things that I thought was lacking about base Majade was here with them Chun-Li kicks.
Yeah.
My biggest issue is, of course, it's Rene doing it. And I'm like, I can't see that girl actually throwing hands like that. Versus, say, like a Sakura Igarashi that we got in Revice, where we saw her practice, karate almost every other episode until she became a writer. So it made sense for her fighting style to be the way that it was. But then we get Rene with Majade, and then we see that fighting style, and I'm just like, where'd that come from, though?
I think it's more Liu Kang, because Liu Kang has like the flying kicks, right? In Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. I don't play fighting games.
Damn. Okay.
Someone
in chat will know what I mean. I hope. Please.
But it was still like very effective rider kick. We got double rider kick action this week as well. So even though like the A plot was still, dealing with the Cumpire and all that crap over there, the real highlight was really the fight that we got this episode.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But even then, I'm still like, I still don't know what the goal is for Gotchard currently, because I don't know what the overarching plot technically is trying to go with their narrative. Because you thought it was the Door of Darkness, right? But then we saw that Gideon technically opened that Door of Darkness in the past 10 years ago.
Musa Muteki, Moon, Cerberus, Nova.
And Musa Muteki out here with the $2. Moon, Cerberus Nova. So out here because it's a good form. It's definitely a good form.
So about the episode itself.
It's all right. It's all right.
No, you don't want to do a summary or anything? Nothing like that?
I only watched it on Sunday. And remember, I was sick.
I haven't watched it.
So
Okay, gotcha.
my fever was increasing as that stream was going on. I started that stream like I'd done a check on my temperature right before the stream started, and I was sitting at a nice 101. I ended the stream. It was like 103.9. So yeah, I was like, nope.
You didn't want to talk about like jealous Renee and all that stuff?
I don't remember too much about the episode, honestly, outside of the fight. So
we'll talk.
Plus, Mark didn't watch it. Mark didn't watch it.
So am I the only one?
I found a certain book magazine with a DVD, Zio, that would appeal to you.
Zio, Mark, stop with the giga.
It has a certain female villain in Gotchard in it.
Oh, send them links.
It actually has two of them.
Oh.
Clotho and Jesus have their own combo book with DVD.
Lactis?
Just saying, guys. For scientific reasons.
He said yes, Lactis.
I don't call her lactis because it makes me
because he's not lactose intolerant.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I'm not. I'm very tolerant. Very tolerant for 890 yen.
So King Ozier, everyone.
Is the wait before the finale is this weekend, right?
This week?
Yes. So
tomorrow,
this Sunday
basically
is the final episode of King Ozier.
It airs tomorrow.
And they went Avengers Endgame with this episode. You could hear the memes coming a mile away, but feel the budget.
You joined in.
But it doesn't matter because it was still a blast of a fucking episode. It was such an entertaining episode.
The thing is, this is what I wanted to see, like through the whole time. Like, you know what I mean? Like the king's doing their king, like chilling. The servant, their right hand man's actually stepping up to like help them out, proper and all that. Would have liked to see more of that in the early bits.
Yeah, so one of my biggest complaints that I've been having with King Ozier recently is the population seems relatively small. This episode pretty much fixes that with the power of video editing and superimposing the same actors over and over and over and over again. But it still made it seem like a monumental thing of having literally everyone in the planet throw hands with Doug Dead and his army of cloned Bugnarok. So pretty much the Kings get a nice little breather from it all because the people did end up showing up. And it starts off with a little bit of a tease of having the people actually blast off in the King Caucasus castle. But then it just plummets down as Gira's like, oh no, it all lost. So in my review, I was just like, and thus it ended. And then I played the ending of Saber. Because Saber is one of those fucking shows where it doesn't matter what's going on. If they've got a very melodramatic moment going on, super sad, and then the episode ends, you still get the no.
Yep.
It's like
we got a $10 super chat, Zio.
That ending that just broke the entire appeal.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So real quick. Vinvin 108 for $10. Ooh, nice. Thank you. I rewatched that episode 4 times. Such a great episode, and love that they didn't rely on the suits very much versus actual characters on screen. And that was the thing. It was pretty much a citizens on, Bugnarok action the majority of the time during the episode because the Kings barely got any action in. And that was one of the main highlights. Seeing these people from different nations throw hands side by sides, human and bugs. We had one of Himeno's people looking like he was throwing business cards out. Like, I was like, whoa, you out here like a ninja out here. So, had that. We had Kuroda and Cleo saying that they would like to spar after everything is said and done. And we know what kind of sparring they're about to do. So, that made a whole lot of moments in there. Just it was good stuff. Definitely a very feel good episode. But what made it better was obviously
don't you dare say Spider Mom. I will.
No, the obvious call out that they need proper fighters because you have regular citizens fighting. No one's not that many people are battle seasoned. So when Raculus calls that out, who else comes in but Devonica, aka someone from the film that we haven't seen in the entire fucking show, shows up finally, bringing back the old kings and queens and Boshamir as well. So we got Jeremy's mom, we got Boshamir, we got Himeno's parents, we got Iroki, we got Karas, and of course, we already knew Death Narak was back from last week, and he's here obviously throwing hands with Kamajim. So all of them are there. So we get nice little moments in terms of interaction. Not so much with Himeno and her parents, because apparently she just told her parents, go heal the folks. So they do. And she gives them that look like, you know what? It's all right. This is good stuff.
Yama got nothing.
Yama got nothing. I'm still a little bit upset. I said it in my review, Gin should have came back, maybe, because that's even one of the people that we haven't even seen his face to when it came to the flashbacks. But you'll appreciate this scene, Mark, when we get the introduction to Jeremy's mom.
No.
It's all chesticles to Jeremy's face, and he is doing the sucking sound. He's like, right there.
Yo, you did that in your review.
And it was right there. Right there.
She had blood on her chest.
That's not appealing.
Yeah, his blood.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
Episode.
His blood was.
That's already
that's how
best episode.
She one-shot Grody.
Yes. She gave him a rider kick by moonlight. Straight up Kiva style. Dropped his ass on the ground.
Literally the strongest, probably character we've seen on the show. Other than, I guess, Raynor.
Yes, who, I'm like, where was that during the film? But okay.
Yeah.
I still have to watch the film. That's that Heaven film, right? Whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only like 30 minutes. I mean, the director's cut was what, 40 minutes?
It was No. Who was Garojim? Garojim didn't. What do you mean? No, it was Garojim.
Garojim fell on Kamajim, and
Garojim did the punches. He didn't do the moonlight finisher on Grody. Yeah.
Yeah, the moonlight kick was done by Nephilah. Yeah, Garojim was the one that pretty much fell from on top and hit Kamajim from above. And they were like, you shouldn't do that. You're so soft-spoken. You don't like fighting. And he's just like, Hulk smash! And just completely, like, destroys the fuck out of him. So,
yeah. Sorry, I was just curious what you meant.
We did get a nice, pretty much a lot of things from Endgame. You'd be like, oh, I see what scene they're trying to copy from Endgame here.
I understand that reference type of thing. We're like, oh, that's from that. That's from that.
Yeah, so there was a scene particularly in which we saw Iroki and Karas show up, and essentially it's like the A-Force portion of the Endgame where they grab the Oja Calibers and they transform into it. So we do get our black Hachi Oger female finally.
Yeah,
for the first time.
I saw that on social media. Everyone was talking about that, and I was
we have a female black. Cool. I don't think we've ever had a female black before, right?
Nope. And I mean, the rumors for BoonBoomger were, that was going to be a thing, but obviously not really a thing. So hey. And then Raynor shows up as well, grabbing the Oja Caliber Zero that Raculus had on the ground. So it's not that he came with his. Because I did have someone in my comment section saying that now there's a second Oja Caliber Zero that's there, and I'm like, no, you picked up Raculus's. Pretty much went scorched earth on a lot of the Bugnarok that are on the field and took the fight directly to Duck Dead, but in turn started laying the seeds to what they needed to do to try and create their quote unquote immortality stone that they were still trying to muster together to make the big giant Tengen Toppa Gurren King Oger that we haven't gotten yet, but we're gonna get next episode.
I'm kind of glad about that too. It's like, because this was very nicely paced, and that if we had gotten that at the end of this episode, I feel like it would have been a little too rushed. You know what I mean? Obviously.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we still don't know how they're going to manifest such power unless, you know, the jewel was just the friends we made along the way the entire time.
They could still use Death Narak because he didn't go away yet.
He didn't, because there was a time limit with all the dead folks. But we see in the preview that Death Narak is still there, and he's also pulling his own fangs of defiance, using the spider arms coming out the back like Jeremy, except they're black, so it's Abyss. Probably Tarantula Abyss finally being relevant. So, hey. You're probably wondering what happened to the Kings through all this. They were eating rice balls and laughing.
And dancing. Don't forget the dancing.
Yes, there was Sebastian dancing. All while Doug Dead was just sitting there watching this happen.
Getting angry.
Yeah. Even though he could have, freezed the entire planet. He tried to.
Yeah.
But, that's when all the dead people showed up. So.
There were a lot of really good moments here, like individually speaking. Because you had the Reckless speech with the king left arm and the right arm and all that stuff.
Yeah, so Boshamar coming back was a big thing because, of course, we now know from the beginning the Boshamar that we had was Kamajin. So we never got proper Boshamar except for like the flashbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And having him here, and we have a good moment of the king's, like Shugadam's twin blades with him and Duga right there with Raculus in the middle, and Raculus looking probably the most kingly I've ever seen this man, but like in terms of a more justice side of things, king, I was like, that's a feel-good moment right fucking there. Yep. It was great.
I love Death Narak coming in after beating up, what's his name, Kamajin, and just picking Gira back up. That was very nice.
Yep.
It's like, if you don't go out there, I'll kill you myself.
Got to give him them words of encouragement.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say the part that really got me was at the end when Boshamir is leaving. And he says something that's unaudible to Duga. And Duga's just out here, that man's broken. Like the emotion you see in that, the lip quiver and everything. I'm just like, it feels so good. It's like, it's heart-wrenching. It's amazing. Like, this was indeed one of the top episodes for this show.
Oh, actually, I just thought of it. You said, I know you said you'd like wish Gin was here, right? For like Yama.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a still chance that they might be able to do that next week because we did get Rainior at the very end of this week, so it's not like the portal's closed, right?
Well, it's implied that the portal was closed.
Ah, okay.
But once again, we don't know the sequence of events on why Death Narak is still there.
Right. That's what I don't know.
So,
yeah. Sleep in hope.
Because I'm just like, man, Yama needs, like, everybody else got their guy. They got their folks coming back. I mean, Raculus didn't get his dad, but who wants a cuck for
Jesus Christ, man. You can't just let this episode just be peaceful.
I mean, look, they clearly got the actor back because he's also the same one that voices Rainior.
Mm-hmm.
So he was there, but they were like, nah, we don't want you to come back as him. No, we don't want that. Because what's going to happen? He's going to show up. Doug Dead's probably going to say a fucking line that's going to be hilarious.
I mean, he's not really able to fight. The man was sick anyway, so it's like...
he had tuberculosis, whatever the fuck they had.
Tuberculous or whatever.
Yeah, he was coughing up blood. It was bad.
But, your review... What'd you say again in your review? Triple S something or double S something?
I gave it the Tsunone Suzume double S ranking.
Ah, okay.
Yep. Going into a tangent about Disney and, being able to pull
that
off.
That key looked so much like Mickey's ears.
It does. I'm like, how come nobody noticed that looked like Mickey Mouse? So, clear copyright right there. But because, of course, half the year was cut off, they couldn't claim, hey, that's actual Mickey Mouse and King Oger. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, it was close enough. It was close enough.
Mm.
Man,
Just claim it was Steamboat Willie. That's all.
Yeah.
That's clearly what Doug Dead would have said if Miraculous's dad showed up from the dead.
How did it feel to raise my son?
Yep.
Oh God.
How's
Well,
your wife
actually-
doing? Tell
Damn.
your wife I said hi.
Well, she's dead.
I mean, so was he.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, King Oger was great. Do you feel they will stick the landing with this final episode, though?
Yeah,
Probably.
I think the writing has been tight enough, and that little hiccup section that we were part of was just because of the extra length that we had to go through, like because they had to, extend the show.
Yeah. There is that issue of those episodes leading up to the finale, but if they can stick that finale, I won't say that all is forgiven. But, my thing is, all right, we know they're going to go giant size because we clearly see Doug Dead in the preview growing like massive and then going off to his pocket universe, which is really just the universe as a whole, even though it's got a built-in swing set, ball pit, all that shit in there.
Yeah.
And then the King Oger is going to join him in terms of the sizing. So that's going to be a thing. But we got blah, blah, something out here for $5. Great episode. But it really made me think that the previous episodes about the King symbols should have been the Infinity War to their endgame. Yeah,
You're
that
right.
actually does make sense.
Yeah. They just didn't do a great job of making it feel like that.
If they did make it seem like they were trying to gather up all of the jewels, like the Infinity Stones, that type of thing, and made it seem a lot more than the tone that they played those episodes out to be, then sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very Marvel.
But I'm still like, they shouldn't have done 2 evacuation episodes back to back because that was no. Shouldn't have done it.
I just want a jam cut of the show. That's all I want. The JM edition.
Jeremy's mom edition.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Hear me out.
Stop it.
A 90-minute long end finale, like season finale episode. First 20 minutes of the regular episode. The other hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, like Giga style. I know I could read your mind where you're going.
What if they
everything.
make it Oculus compatible so you can get around?
I will quit.
I'm more of a Vision Pro
never
guy
be
myself,
around
but
ever again.
as long as I can use it with my my Quest 2, no, that'll be fine.
I will give up.
Just get those angles real time.
I want BoonBoomger here just so we could get over the spiders. The spider mom.
Nah, she's gonna come back
So
on the crossover.
I hate.
She'll never come back.
So
Who'll come back though? The Boom Boom Wings. They'll be back.
yeah.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna get those wings.
So my concern is if they don't go CG-licious with this final battle, because I do want them to go CG-licious with their final battle. That's the thing. It's like I'm normally not a big fan of CG-licious fights, but the way that King Oger was doing the CG-licious fights in the beginning of the show was as close to, anime as we ever got in fucking Sentai. So if we get that level of budget and not a fucking like Murasame Oni Taijin type,
That disgusting thing every time we saw it.
Yes. I don't want a rush job CG-licious fight. I want one that explains why they have not been putting the King Oger in any fights for like this entire second half.
I'm really hoping that is the case. I really hope it's just because they were saving everything.
They ran out of money.
Fight. No, that's what I mean. I hope like they poured it all into this final fight. Like
they're just playing with a DX version. They wear green screen like gloves, and they're just holding.
Oh my god! Yes,
with a vinyl, with a soft vinyl.
That would actually make it better actually for me.
I would actually.
I would love
be
that.
like that's peak if they
That's
did that.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
Turns out the final fight was just played out by Doug Dead's like parents from a different further dimension, and they were just playing around with the toys. And it's like, and that's
because they have the green screen. They actually transform it and everything, so you just see like little toys flying from all the angle. Like that would actually be kind of cool if they did that.
But because of the set that Doug Dead's like environment is, because it's literally just a playground. That would be an awkward fight if it was just strictly Suitmation.
Oh, that'd be great. Well, it had to be regular King Osher. It could have been God King Osher because that you can't move in that.
Put that down the slide. Pieces are just gonna be falling off.
Yeah, that'll. Dude,
I still need a crane to lift back up.
That poor. He better got a bonus. Because I imagine that's heavy as shit too, just on your shoulders and your back. Like that's how you get scoliosis.
Yep. Oh yeah. Scoliosis Oger. Here we go. So that's my big qualm is just how they're gonna handle this final fight. Whether or not it's going to be like mostly Suitmation in that set or CG-licious proper Gurren Lagann-esque fight throwing galaxies at each other, that type of shit. We get a visual from the people back on the planet in which they just see a giant face of like God King Oger up in space from like how relatively small they are compared to everything else going on. That kind of shit. That's the kind of shit I've been calling since we entered this arc.
We won't
this second half.
If they put any like logic behind it, apparently we technically wouldn't see that. Like they wouldn't be able to, but you know what I mean? Because it'd be that big that you wouldn't be able to see it through the horizon of space and all that stuff. But you know, it would be nice, maybe.
The light would be coming off of him.
No, not really. Because otherwise they'd be able to see Doug Dead anytime he's huge in his room.
He puts the blinds on.
Nah, that's not how that works.
He's got tinted windows.
Why do you think you can't see planets from far away? There's no light.
But they aren't that big compared to how big Doug Dead's getting.
Exactly. But you still can't see them.
Remember, in Gurren Lagann, they were legit grabbing galaxies. Like
I remember,
they were this big. Like
I know, I know,
throwing them.
The giant drills, I know, and then punching each other out.
Like that's bigger than anything.
Okay, so question: do you think it's gonna end like it did in Gurren Lagann, where they're just gonna throw something, you know, like that, and then?
Where it'll start getting smaller and smaller, and we end up just getting Gira like in the bike,
or finally. Something. Exactly. Like, do you think we're just gonna get like what mech do you think at the end if that's what they do? They just go full copy Gurren Lagann.
It's gonna end with broken helmet Gira plunging the crown lance directly into Doug Dead. But he's going to be base Kawagata Oger holding the lance doing it while the other kings are behind him in like a V formation, like hands on back, pushing him.
Now I actually want to see that. That's my thing.
You go on Father-Son Kamehameha away from Cell.
Yeah. Exactly.
Except it's going to be the whole squad forming the Super Sentai V. And as they're coming down, they will make the Super Sentai V logo just suddenly like flash for like a moment, or at least hit you with the sound effect.
Now I want that.
As he's piercing down there, and of course, since you've got 7 Rangers, because of course you got Raculus in that bitch as well. Yeah, like it's an odd number, so of course you would have Gira in the middle to make,
and then you
that
have even on the other sides.
Perfect.
3 on
symmetry.
You'd have 3 on each side.
You're telling me their formation, aka the Flying V, you want them to do the same attack the Mighty Ducks did to Iceland in Mighty Ducks. It always
goes back to the Mighty Ducks. Yes.
All right. I mean, I'm okay with it. I had another version of the ending that involved Jeremy's mom.
Where's your PowerPoint presentation, my guy?
Yeah.
Oh, next week I'll have to add clips and sound because
Wait, you're gonna be
Yeah.
here next week? I thought you said you were gonna not be here next week.
Too
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
No,
you-
for my PowerPoint presentation, I'm always there.
Okay.
Can you do a PowerPoint presentation comparing the pluses and minuses of Tifa versus Jeremy's mom?
Yes, because I just saw a clip of the new mini games you can do at the gym, and I was just like, "Well, now is there
Oh.
a trophy for this to get the platinum?
They're better.
I'll get it.
Do them sit-ups.
Play it on hard mode.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Another one.
Yep. Blah blah something for $5 again. I hope in the final fight with Doug that we get an I am Iron Man moment, but instead it's Gira or everyone else saying that they are the king or the kings. Well, the thing is, did Doug Data ever have a moment saying like, I guess would they do a moment where he's just like, I'm the king of the universe, and then Gira grabs, I don't know what the fuck he would grab from
the lance
Doug Data.
or the crown.
Just the crown away from the lands,
and just be like, Jack, no! Oh! Ha ha ha! And that would technically be it.
Mm-hmm.
What if it's Mafoon? And it's just like I am Mafoon, and then they take the final blow and save the world. This is not gonna take that serious. I mean, it's still a kid show.
Rip the head off of Doug that it was Mofoon the entire time.
Yeah.
We're gonna decide, you know what? I'm going down with the ship, guys.
Rita's like
Jeremy's dad in the suit.
This is my battle.
It's like that's where he's been this whole time.
Oh, so that means Gira is Jeremy's brother by proxy, because if it was Jeremy's dad that was Doug the whole hey, there it is.
All right, so assuming the show sticks to landing, right? Like, assuming we get amazing finale, where are you at, like, with the show?
Definitely a top fiver. I wouldn't say it's my favorite show because, of course, it did have several stinker episodes, that filler episodes in general that just didn't do much.
Fair.
Didn't even add, at least from a comedic standpoint, something there. Just because at the point that these episodes were introduced, they had no business being introduced. That type of shit.
Right. But top five material for you?
I would say top five.
Okay. I'm really curious because, like, I honestly think this is probably one of the better Sentais we've gotten in a while, just based on characterization alone. Like the charisma of each individual king that we've gotten so far. It felt like they were their own ranger and not like, this is the blue of the team, this is the yellow of the team, this is the, purple and black and so on and so forth. It felt like very much they were their own stars at any given moment. You know what I mean?
Well, and that was a dichotomy that we were all questioning a year ago when we were speculating about the show. How are they going to make a show where we've got 5 kings work, because they would all have like their own selfish means and stuff like that? How do you crown a leader of a group because of the way that it works? And I mean, now here we are at the end of the show, and we see that technically, even though it became Gira-centric several points in time, Gira was never pretty much put up on the pedestal as the leader, the de facto leader of the group.
Right. It just happened that he could control the King Oger, which made him, obviously, put him in those positions.
So, I mean, we'll see how they wrap things up on there, but I mean, it could be good. Could be good.
Is this if this sticks landing? By the way, again, is this a rewatch for you? Like, would you year down the line probably be like, I kind of want to watch this again?
I don't know if like a year down the line, maybe a few years down the line,
like a couple of years. You know what I mean? Like, you think this is one of those shows you'll get that scratch to kind of watch again? You know what I mean?
Because I will say, like, one of the biggest differentiating factors between this and Dombros, because I know a lot of people will end up pulling into me calling Dombros, my favorite show after it ended and things like that, is that the way that Dombros was structured is you could watch just about any episode out of order at any point in time and just have a blast.
True.
Just literally just throw a dart at a board with a random episode listing, and that episode will give you some level of enjoyment, regardless if you understand the concept. Yes, with this show, with King Oger, you have to watch it from start to finish. You can't just pick parts in between if you don't have context for it. Now, of course, for us, we've obviously been watching it, except for Mark, so we can be...
I'm not that far behind.
He's only like 7 episodes.
No, I'm 4 episodes.
4? Okay, I thought you were like...
Yeah. Nah, I watched a couple.
But it could be to a point like, you know what, let's, you know, I want to rewatch the fights that Gira had with Raculus just to see, you know, the dynamics, the evolution of it all. But of course, I would have the pretext to it all. But if I wanted to rewatch the show, I would literally have to start from episode 1 and go all the way through. Which is another thing, is King Oger is one of those shows that first half, amazing. 10 out of 10. Almost perfection. Like, it is great, great, great. Then that second half started off fantastic. Then I don't know what the fuck they were doing, and now it's ending great, but still, there's that. It's like biting into an uncooked hot pocket. It ain't great.
All right. Fair enough.
You think you're gonna get fantastic, but then you still have the ice glob in the middle, even though the ridges are like molten lava hot.
So would you say overall, if the show, depending on based on the ending, we would get average A tier, A plus, S? What are you thinking? Or B, potentially?
I would say A is where it would average at.
Okay.
So
I can see it.
Let's see here. I had someone ask, one thing that could be fixed is the Bugnarok origins. Like,
they retconned that shit.
Yeah, that's still one of the biggest issues that I had once they've explained that a couple episodes ago, because it retconned the explanation that we already had in the show ages ago, back during part 1.
And also retconned Jeremy's whole why he's so old kind of thing, because it wouldn't just make sense normally.
God.
Not gonna lie, that episode actually ruined a lot for me. That specific episode, I just hated everything about it, lore-wise.
Yeah, don't make a lore if you're gonna fundamentally break it. Like, some people live and die by the lore that the show's set up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of the reason why I'm a huge Agito fan. I mean, it's not my favorite season, but I really love it just because of the lore. Like, there's a lot of it.
True.
So
I like Kiva because of that.
Favorite writer is
Kiva's good because of that.
Yeah, because it's like you get the 1988 stuff and then the
86.
86 stuff, and then you get the 2000 stuff, and it's nice to see like how it works. You know what I mean? Like it just fits.
You know, we are 2 years away
from the Kiva,
from the 40th of the 1986 plot point of Kiva.
I'm just saying. Oh boy!
Like not talking about the 08 part. We still got 4 years for that one, but we are 2 years away.
Listen, we're gonna be Otoya, or 2 years. We're gonna be Otoya dancing.
Yes, we'll be Otoya dancing all the way to 2026.
Okay.
Making the Coconut Boys make a comeback. But yeah, anything else to add when it comes to King Oger?
I was reading chat about it, and then it seems a lot of people, because like someone asked about Don Brothers versus King Oger, and I was reading what everyone was saying, because I'm in the minority here where I think King Oger is better than Don Brothers, but that's just because I like this style of like serial. It's not the only one. It's very, straight down the road story, like nothing too out of line, and then also it got me into the merch, so now it's going to be my top 5.
Too bad it didn't get everybody else into the merch, because
hey, doesn't matter. I don't care about their collection.
Not gonna lie, I might be in that same camp depending on how we continue forward here, because I really do like this show quite a bit.
Thing is, they definitely hit different notes for me, but when you go with something that is very story centric, like King Oger started off being, and then to waver from that path is one of the biggest things that like drops the ball for me.
My only issue is I don't think you can realistically compare these shows fairly. Like, they're both Sentai, but the way they tackle everything is so fundamentally different that it's like these are two completely different entities here. So it's like whichever one you prefer at the end of the day, it's up to taste. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
Do you like the more serialized, or you like the more gags and stuff?
Yep. Different strokes for different folks.
Exactly.
And sometimes the stroke is different depending on the day of the week. So
I only say that because I can see the lines where some people might argue better or worse than Don Bros, and that becomes a fight. And I was just saying it's your opinion, but it's just what you like.
I will still argue that at least Don Bros not only gained mainstream appeal in Japan, but also them toy sales, though. And the thing is, it's like people argue, oh, okay, well, King Oger was front loaded. They, everything was released in the first half of the show. Well, Don Bros had nothing. Don Bros didn't have.
They just had Sentai gear.
They had the sword, the DXs, and the gears.
And the Don Oni Taijin came out late. That came out their second quarter out of it. And when it did, it did sell out to the point that they had to bring it out in waves.
They also had the bird. That was it.
Yeah. Like even then, when you look at the amount of toys, it's like, sure, you can count the Sentai gears as the gimmick of choice for it, but I don't know. That's cents on the dollar regarding.
But Don Brothers also, they had the release of like all the anniversary seasons had like one of those auxiliary mechas that could attach to something for two that were being released.
Oh, yeah.
But those weren't expensive. Those were like $4 or $5. Those were like I think $5 to $6. But they did have a lot of filler merch come out.
I think I may like Don Bros more only because I like more characters in Don Bros. I think because overall, like, there's more people in Don Bros that I just like seeing on the screen than I do with King Oger. But I like the way King Oger tells its story. So it's like one of those give or takes kind of situations.
Like Rita, who doesn't have a character, or the best character on the show who doesn't get enough screen time.
I'm not gonna lie, this might be fighting for like my 2 and 3 spots.
I mean, the characters in King Oger are good, but that's another thing is, yes, there's definitely those characters that don't get fleshed out enough. And when they have a character-focused episode, it seems to be focused on someone that's not them or is played up just for shits and giggles.
By the way, if anyone's curious about my number one, it's Time Ranger.
I don't know what my number one would be. I know Live Man's in my top 5, that's for sure.
Oh, and my number 4, my new number 4 since recently, Die Ranger.
I like Die Ranger.
I just finished Die Ranger. Nice. It is so good.
The suits.
So good. You guys should watch it.
Yep. There's a reason why that was my favorite until it got dethroned by Don Bros.
Time Ranger is my favorite only because of nostalgia.
The thing is, rewatching Geki Ranger, it's essentially like,
I think Geki Ranger is like my number 8.
Rewatching it just gave me so many vibes of Die Ranger once again, but then you had like a lot of returning.
No, I haven't watched it.
Good shit. It's good shit. And now, of course, we're rewatching Shinkanger on Toku Rewind, and I'm like, this show.
Shinkanger is my number 6.
So I just looked up this whatever show you mentioned, Geki Ranger. First thing that popped up, I was like, oh.
Is it Melee?
Is it Melee?
Is she green?
No.
Is she yellow?
It's Ran.
Oh. Ran?
Oh, the Yellow Ranger. Okay.
Yeah, Ran.
I was like, well, I suppose this will be next on the list.
It's very good.
I'm just jumping around my list, though.
One of the masters is a Elahan, who is a perverted elephant, and he ends up becoming her master, and he makes her do some very questionable things.
Well, it looks like that's next on the watch list. Because I actually haven't started another Super Sentai since I finished Jetman. So Jetman was good. The suit's kind of Die Ranger. I watched that. That was like the 3rd or 4th Sentai that I watched.
Okay, good.
Just because like the suits, I was always curious about the White Ranger footage.
Mhm.
So when I checked from Power Rangers, I checked that. I was like, everyone's like, oh, that's Die Ranger. And then when I realized the whole team had sick looking suits, and they picked that one, and it kind of made me.
Yeah.
I can't watch.
Die Ranger
Power Rangers.
was one of the first Sentais that I watched when I was getting into it.
Mhm.
Just because of the same reason. I was like, I want to see this piece of Power Rangers that I was not able to watch. And I was like,
So,
But-
Kyojin,
yeah.
better or
And
worse
Live
than
Man
Die
has
Ranger
the best
for you?
mecha though.
I mean, part of it is
'Cause-
nostalgia goggles. I literally have to rewatch Die Ranger. It's been
It is so good, though.
It's been like
is really good.
15, 16 years since I've seen it.
You could see the budget in that show.
So,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm honestly watching the shows based on the mechas, like how good they look. I'm like, oh, that Robo's great. I'm gonna watch that. Like that's always why I watch Live Man, because I pre-ordered those SMP ones with the bison liner and this and that, and I was like, oh, this looks sick. I was like, I should probably watch the show.
I have a weird way I watch them. I watch them based on helmets.
so I guess if it was you talking to a future version of yourself that never got into Sentai, be like, what the fuck are these BoonBoomgers out here? The fuck is that? Tires?
Yeah, I got to see that.
It's like this is great. It's like, yeah.
Absolutely.
So real quick, since we were talking about toy sales and all that stuff, there was apparently a statement said by someone, Bandai president Kazuhiro Takanaka, regarding the situation when it comes to Sentai toy sales. Now, the thing is, Sentai's doing pretty good for Toei, but that's literally the company just putting it on air, because obviously ratings and advertisers and shit like that, while Bandai's just merch. So this is the statement they said regarding the Super Sentai series currently. The current situation is that the overall popularity has not increased. Compared with before, children today spend less time watching TV, and their awareness of IPs, such as Super Sentai, has also declined. Therefore, it is very important to increase the contact points between children and IP. In addition to TV broadcasts, you can use video website distributions, hold activities in nurseries and kindergartens, and enrich store sales activities to increase exposure and strive to attract children. Creative opportunities that lead children to the TV. The first thing I thought of when I read all this is like, all right, Bandai, you if only there was a medium that you guys operated in that also functioned in TVs that a lot of kids like, something involving games and video products. You know, if maybe you guys dabbled in something like that, then maybe you guys could create some sort of medium form factor to get kids' attention to watch such an IP. If only. Do game videos exist? Is that a thing? Is there such a medium as games in video form that could be popular with the children's? I mean, I don't know. Just shot in the dark here. It seems like something someone would have invented years ago. You know, maybe that a company like Bandai would have several studios involved in. Maybe they're just relying on others to try and bring brand awareness.
It sounds unrealistic.
Yeah, if only they put in the effort into literally the entire thing is this. Since when was it? I think it was 2008 that the first Climax Heroes game came out for Kamen Rider.
I think so. Yeah, I think it was out. Yeah, I was thinking Scramble.
It was like
Scramble's
decade. It was like decade era, so it was like 2009. But even before that, like just about every single Kamen Rider had a video game release, pretty much since Agito. Because before that, nothing really. Because we did have games for Agito, we had games for Ryuki, we had Fies, we had Blade. don't think we had anything for Hibiki, but we definitely got something for Kabuto.
No, there's a Hibiki. There's a Hibiki one, I think, or at least there's a game with Hibiki on the cover. Whether or not it's Hibiki only, I don't know.
But that's the thing. It's like Kamen Rider has had additional pushes, especially like in the arcade machines. They had all that. Arcades are still big in Japan. That type of stuff.
They still get it. They get a new Kamen Rider arcade game every like 2 years. They update them, and the car, and even Ultraman has them now too. The only one that doesn't is Super Sentai,
which is the main thing here. It's like you've got a property as lucrative as Sentai, where you've got so many characters, and the thing is, they didn't face the cancellation hammer that Kamen Rider did, so there's a plethora of years to dig through with no gaps whatsoever. And base roster of 5 on average, sometimes more, sometimes less, but even then, still average count, 5 members on there. If they could make a video game that literally lets you make your own fantasy like Sentai squad using
They did
all the other ones, but make this now. Make this now. Make it like a Fire Emblem Heroes type thing, where you get to make like your squadron of 5. That type of shit.
It is on the Switch, though.
What game is it then? Which one is it?
I keep in the name. Zygarde and John played it. It's the one where you're like actors in like a movie set.
Don't you dare say Chroma Squad. That is
Chroma
not.
Squad.
No, that doesn't count.
Doesn't count? Okay.
You can get Bash and Megazord in it, but that doesn't count.
Okay.
All right, it counts.
It does.
But yeah, Bandai could end up contributing to the brand lack of awareness that they're talking about, because from this excuse, it seems like they're just trying to rely on others to drive the IP up for them, as opposed to them putting in some effort themselves. When they could. They literally could. But they won't. It's just being cheap in terms of that aspects.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also other factors that can throw in there. I don't know how much pull Bandai has in the creators room when they are first coming up with the concept for the next year's Sentai. I'm probably guessing none at this point in time.
Or they get input on like, hey, can you make this a real toy or not? And if they say, no, we can't make it real, okay, we're not going to use it in the show then, because we're not going to make money.
Because once again, that's where I started getting into the entire thing that we talked about back when, like, King Oger was still in its infancy, about having a Sentai team where they all use, like, their own centralized gimmicks and different changers. Because then out the gate, you get 5 different changers.
Yeah, that's 5 different toys you can sell. Kids can choose their favorite one. I guess the problem with that is they don't want like it to feel like a kind of like a cash grab. You know what I mean? For like, oh yeah, if your kid.
Oh yeah, like Gotchard is right now. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know, it's different. It's Sentai.
Oh yeah, sure, it's different.
They got to be a team. You know, they got to all use the same thing. Apparently.
Nah, if they literally did that, because I mean, Kamen Rider does this so often where different writers use different belts. That makes sense.
But there's like not 5 writers, well, so to speak.
Saber.
Okay, and those 3 or 4 of them use the same belt.
In Revice?
The what do you call it? What's her name's driver is technically the exact. 2 of the drivers the same, just recolored. It's the Demons and Deathstream driver, basically the same thing, just recolored. You got the Libra driver and whatever Aguilera is using, same thing, just different.
But they're still sold separately. They're a completely different toy. So,
yeah, you know, most people would just get one or the other anyway. Then you got, what do you call it? What's Revice use again?
Revice driver.
Yeah, the Revice driver. That's it. And then you got the lame driver.
The Demon's driver.
No, the stupid one.
The
Evolution one.
That one.
Yeah,
whatever the fuck that thing is.
That thing, yes, the eeny meeny miny mo driver.
Oh god, no.
I forget what it's called.
And then for Gotchard, everybody just gets a
two-side
Gotchard driver with an additional faceplate.
The two-side driver, thank you. Although I don't really care about that.
I kind of like the two-side driver.
Let's see. 01 had tons of them as well, technically speaking. It had Shot Riser, Slash Riser, the Force Riser, 01, the Arc things, but those were just faceplates for the most part. What's his name's again? Thouser's belt, whatever the fuck that's called. Thousand driver. Thousand driver.
I love that driver. That's my favorite.
So good.
I like it. It's just the guy using it unironically just sucks later on.
It's great.
He was great, but then bad.
I should put that one on display behind me instead of Forza's.
Let's see. But like the thing with that is like Super Sentai would have to give you all 5 of them at once. You know what I mean? Because usually, or at least 3 of them. Because
we're looking at these toy sales, and we're just going like, a Kamen Rider out here just eating its lunch every single day of the week for like the last 20 years.
Yeah, but Kamen Rider, they at least spread out the belts. They're not all like released at one time. You know what I mean?
Yes. While Sentai, you get either everything all at once or completely staggered, and there's still not enough toys to fill out their lineup.
Exactly, that's what I mean. So it's like if you add the different toys, it would just be more of the same issue, which is.
But even then, if you release all the changers, don't release them all at once. Do them in like a good. I would say, we got base team of 5. Every Sentai uses a different changer. Release them every 2 months. A different changer comes out. That type of thing. Then when you get to the 7th month, release a combo pack. Lose all 5.
My thing is with that is that you get people so pissed that they can't get their favorite one until so much later. Like I feel like you would almost have to release them all at once.
That's the law of supply and demand. Do you not know? Like,
oh, I'm aware of supply and demand, but I'm just saying it's like
base capitalism. The way that it works, it's.
No, I get it. It's like I get it. You're holding off on the ones that you want to sell later. The problem is most people would be seeing them like because the show is constantly airing. By that lot, like we'd be 8 or like 10 weeks into it before we'd even see what the fifth like belt and all that stuff or watch.
But look, at least with a show like BoonBoomger, the way that they're doing it, you get the base 3 first,
right, and then the other 2 have their like
will come out later.
Thing.
Which
but that's also because they're gonna be showing up later in the show anyway. So I like that
exactly. So when you do a team of 3 with the additional members and things like that, then of course that gives it time. I wouldn't mind if they did a Sentai season where you started off with just one Sentai in the beginning, and then as the as the episodes spread out, then you start adding on to the roster. It's literally the journey of the one followed by the many right afterwards, which gives them an excuse to release the different changers at that time. If they literally make the narrative part of the toy release, it works.
I would like to see that, actually. That does sound like an interesting season. But I think like it could work if like I agree though it could work like I would say if they could do like a 3-pack with the 3 different changers or whatever in the beginning, and then the next 2
afterwards. You do that afterwards. You get everybody to buy the individual one first.
By the individual.
No. I by the 3-pack I mean you get those 3, you sell them individually. That first wave. The second wave will be the second 2 that come along. Sell those individually. Then you have the mega pack where you can get all of them at once. And then if we get a 6th or 7th on top of that, we get theirs and all that stuff. Because at least then you're going like there's 3 of them, 2 of them, 1 of them, and then the big packs.
Release some individual candy toy versions for the role play, regular ones, then the premium Bandai DX 3-pack. And then when it's all over, Memorial individual and then Memorial full set.
Yeah. And then of course
then to piss them off
with Memorial gimmicks.
With Memorial, yeah, of course.
No, then you release the diecast versions of them.
I would hate you so much, Zero. I would.
No, the diecast ones are a lottery, so they're extra limited.
Mark, you want people to hunt you down, don't you?
No, this is a special holographic, like see-through plastic.
The lottery system sucks.
I I have the Vice stamp, the lottery Vice stamp.
The lottery system sucks.
base
It
one?
sucks so bad.
It's in my closet somewhere. I didn't open it because it's like there was so limited amount, and I had. Yeah.
Lindsay, as much as I like this idea, they wouldn't do it because the Red's always like the front and center appeal for a show. So if they wait and introduce the fifth, well, the Red Ranger like they were the sixth Sentai in the group, though that would be completely different from anything that we've gotten before, it would still be like, and now this guy's gonna lead the team? What? Yeah. This guy just showed up. We've already had our team symmetry.
Exactly.
Now this guy's gonna show up.
But you never know how if they could work depending on how they do it. Maybe it's like he has to build up, or they have to build up the trust of the team now because they're showing up. So like,
Red's the villain. That'd be great.
The only way that I can see this working is if there was a Red already, and then they die by episode 16 and get replaced with the proper Red.
Oh yeah, maybe like
but then that old Red becomes the villain.
Oh,
proper JRPG style.
Okay.
So
I thought you were gonna go Final. I was gonna go Final Fantasy Tactics. They're two best friends. There's war going on. They get split up. Each thinks they're dead. Then later on, when he sees his sister at the cathedral, he's like, "Oh, is that the leader over there? He's still alive." And then I'm like, "Oh, cool. Where did we get chocobos?" Like, this is kind of confusing that I have chocobos for no reason.
Let's see. Maybe Red keeps showing up suited, but we don't see him unchanged until episode 16.
I guess.
Well, but then it would be like that reveal. Like a VTuber reveal is just like, is it gonna be worth it?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be worth it? Like by episode 16, we're already like that would be 4 months into the show. By then, people would have like so many expectations. Like, man, how does Red look like? It's like, are they gonna cast a different actor than the voice actor that's playing him? Because we see how the voice actor looks like. So is it the same guy? Is it not? How's it gonna be?
I'm also kind of curious. Don Bros kind of did something similar to that because it's like we didn't really get development for Don Momo until much later after the cast had already developed.
But we still knew who he was and that type of thing. Yeah. He was just very two-dimensional up until we got the group together.
Yeah.
Hear me out. What if they don't like change, like morph into their Sentai counterparts until the 16th episode? They're just civilians the whole time.
That'd be
someone said,
and they have to figure out how
exactly like
to change.
Oh god!
So it's basically a Super Sentai version of the 2017 Power Rangers movie where they had to learn how to morph.
I honestly actually like that because it felt like one
concept. It was cool, but we didn't get a morpher. So
they
released a toy morpher, and I'm like, this makes no sense. How do we have a toy morpher when they don't even have one in the freaking movie?
Yeah, I can see that. Oh wait, you know how fucked up the lottery system in Japan really is? It's pretty bad.
Oh, I know. I have a lot of lottery stuff. I have all the lottery candy Sotos for Kamen Rider. Those were a pain in the ass to get. I have the lottery T-Rex Vice stamp. That was a pain. Like the lottery system there. That's why I'm kind of pissed at the Chemi cards because they've had the lottery for those 3 cards and you didn't know which one you got until you opened it.
But I hate is like they've also implemented the lottery system into like the movies and stuff. So it's like you could enter a lottery to watch a movie at any point throughout the week. But you have to buy into each one. You can't just sell your ticket if you win all 3 lotteries. You have to pay for it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Speaking of Cloudy, off topic, I got a little tote bag coming to me soon from Japan that has all the merchandise from the Blade stage show. The little light wand, the waterproof bag.
I need to see like you
the only thing I got recently was this.
Personally. That thing. Nice.
I hate this. This might be my buyer's remorse of this year.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it.
Because of quality or price?
Because of quality.
Oh, can we get like a sneak preview?
So the biggest thing, it's such a downgrade from the Vision Driver. Such a downgrade.
Is that bad?
Yes.
But Mark, you gotta show me what you get in that tote bag the moment you get it. I need to see it.
Oh yeah, it's all Blade.
So I hate that the belt is like piss yellow. Like,
could have been black. Black would have been nice.
That fake.
Wasn't that a premium Bandai?
Yeah, it is.
Why they
Like,
couldn't give you the
like, look at
better
that.
straps
That's
on it?
yellow. That's yellow.
Yeah, this ain't good.
That's
That
bright
looks
yellow.
cheap.
That looks very cheap.
No, the belt too. They couldn't give you the high spec if it's premium Bandai. That's kind of stupid.
All right, let's see the belt proper. Oh god,
It's a mirror. It's a mirror.
it's a mirror.
Yes. So the way I haven't even taken the plastic off of that yet.
Oh, it is.
It is literally a mirror.
Oh yeah, we can see it. Yeah.
That's
That's not
gonna be
good. The other one was
horrible
at least
to
black.
film anything in.
Yeah, because the thing is, so it's got the LEDs around the outer edges. So when you're looking at it directly, that's what gives the look of the lines going towards the eye. But the eye in itself is literally just its own plastic covering LED that's not that great either. So,
Oh god.
biggest issue that I have with this is, so you're familiar with the Vision driver, how you change between the different types by just pressing on the top, right?
Yeah.
The top button. Yeah.
Oh god, you can barely see that. You can not see that.
That is
at all.
horrible. Like
So the thing is, to change users, you can't press the top.
What?
Yeah. So in order for me to go from Regad to Regad Omega, I have to hold the side button and turn it on. Because now the top will just be voice dialogue signs from Suedo. And to actually do the transformation, you got to press on the side.
That's a weird ass look.
I like that.
And now I haven't done this one yet, but apparently to do the one from the new movie coming out, you have to leave the card inserted to press the button on the inside here and then turn it on, and that's how you get the third user.
Oh. It's blue.
How are kids gonna figure that out?
I like the jingle though. It's got instructions.
Oh, that's my first time hearing it too.
That's a nice jingle. I actually like it. Zio, you should do something with that jingle. That's pretty good. I like it.
But then, yeah, so as you can see here from the angles, yeah, so the mirror makes pretty much the LEDs look like they're going somewhere, but they're not.
Okay, I see.
No, that's. I mean, from the side, it looks cool, but like looking straight forward on it, that's.
Yeah, it's literally just
especially for a camera. Like that is not photogenic at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm probably going to end up doing a toy review for this and just comparing it to the Vision driver because I've never been so disappointed with a Rider belt since the Gotcha driver.
Is it too
so
late?
fairly recently?
Okay. Too late to send it back.
But still, the fact that this is a premium Bandai product, and I'm like, that's sad.
Not gonna lie, the Vision driver looks a lot better as well.
Oh, I mean, because of all the LEDs that it's got going for it.
Yeah, and none of that, but it's like, it's not a mirror.
Yes. Nah. They actually have LEDs doing all the work.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey. All right. So, this past weekend, we had the BoonBoomger press conference. But before we had the press conference last week, we had some predictions. So, we got to look back on those.
Oh, I failed everything.
How that ended up going.
No, Mark, you got more than me. I know that for a fact.
I'm mad at because I think I changed my villain thing, and I was like, no, I said that.
Yeah, no, I said
aliens. Like robot aliens.
That's the only thing I got right. I said robot aliens. I know that for a fact. I'm pretty sure.
All right. So the first question was, outside of Pink, who else on the roster that's been revealed do you think will be played by a female actress? And I said none. Cloudy, you said black.
Mark said black as well, I think.
Mark changed his answer to say none.
Okay.
And Ash said black as well.
Okay.
So only myself and Mark get a point for that one.
I don't like where this is going.
This next one we all got wrong. Is Red going to be a younger Red or an older Red? We all said older. And he's actually the youngest Red He's the youngest member of the squad.
Yeah.
Because I think the actor's like 19.
Oh, he's 19 in the show too, as well. I thought it'd at least be like in his 20s.
Well, I mean, the actor playing him is like 19. This is his first acting gig. So,
Okay.
So yeah, we all lost points on that one. So next one is kind of hit miss because it technically does not fit. Because it said in the previous 2 seasons we had cast members in their 30s. Will we have one? If so, what color? Now, I said yes, blue. Wrong. Mark said yes, orange. And Ash said yes, orange. But the thing is, orange is the oldest in the crew, but he's only 27.
We got to round up.
I'd give him a point for that. I'd give him that.
It's like a time zone change.
Technically, no. Well, actually, it would be none, because none was an option too, right?
None was an option as well. Yes.
So then, yeah, no.
And the thing is, I specifically called out cast members in their 30s.
Right.
So.
They were at least right about who'd be the oldest.
Let's see. What will the bad guys represent? So I was wrong. I put in Red Signal Man. Mark, you changed your answer to alien squids.
This is halfway there.
And Cloudy, you put invading alien robots.
Dead on.
So you got it. You got that one. And Ash put bad drivers. I mean, we don't have any single idea if they're bad drivers, but hey. Will this team have a non-Sentai commander? Though we do have a non-Sentai member, it's not a commander. So Cloudy, you take that one. Everybody else said yes. So how many times will Boon be said? So I was legit watching the press conference with a clicker on my phone, pressing it every time I heard it. Every time.
I need to know, because I think I was the one fucked by this the most.
The winner would technically be Mark, because he said less than 83.
Okay.
So Ash said greater than 72. You said greater than 78. I said greater than 103. The final
60s?
count was 59.
59. Oh my god.
59 times was
so
how many
technically
times it
Mark
counted.
is correct, right?
Yes, because he said under 83.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I
he
should have
got
said
that
under
one.
my thing, because then, yeah. I should have switched under. That way I could have gotten Mark.
All right. I've got to ask. Shit. Let me pull this up here.
Oh, you looking at the VOD?
No. I've got to ask chat this next one.
Oh. Uh-oh.
And that is. The next question is: will the majority of chat thirst for pink?
I mean, Zio, you saw what I saw, I assume.
But even then, I'm still like, she ain't doing it in the face. She ain't doing anything for me. She's not moving any single meter.
Yes, but those videos.
She's a butterface.
Do you know how many Boon jokes and puns I'm going to make because of that character? I am prepared. Wait, so Cloudy,
so who said yes?
You're on board then? Are you on board for pink?
Yes, I am.
It's like a scene in Lord of the Rings when I'm like, you have my sword. Yes. You got my bow. We're going to stand up for him.
Oh, so wait. So what did we say last week? Thirstable? Yes, thirstable or no thirstable?
So give me 1 second here. I'm just gonna go ahead and share what Boom Pink looks like again, just so everybody can see.
That's cute. She's cute.
Yes, but will they be thirsting for her? Is the main thing.
I'm just saying the other.
Oh, they will.
So the thing is, I said no.
Mhm.
Cloudy, Mark, and Ash said yes.
Oh, okay. So this is your point that's on the line here.
It is,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I was just like, you know what? We can't keep having a hot streak. At some point, we gotta fall flat somewhere.
Do our votes factor into the total score?
No,
Yeah.
It's literally the question is: will chat?
Oh, okay. We'll chat.
Will
Okay.
majority of chat thirst for pink?
My guess is no, probably not.
I thought it will.
Hey, I mean, 76% currently are saying no. Now, of course, now that I've revealed what the choices were, obviously some people are going to be like, nah, we got to prove you wrong, my guy.
And there's not even a good there's better photos you could have used.
I don't think so.
But this is literally from the promo.
Yeah.
I don't care about the promo. You can use a Google search.
There are better.
Yeah, but even
images
then,
of this
a
person,
lot of the
will
images
say
that I
that.
saw, they didn't change anything for me whatsoever.
Really?
Nope.
Damn.
I don't know. My BoonBoomger got a little change on it.
Hard man to please.
I mean,
Oh,
like I
right.
said, she's a butterface. I like everything but her face.
Do you think? So I guess I'm just gonna rip the bandit on this one, since she's currently the only female Sentai member. You think another one or not?
I'm going to say so. I'm hoping that if Violet is indeed female, that she is a bad bitch.
I'm hoping
The
that.
baddest.
Wait, Violet? That's who you. Is that already confirmed or something?
That's the current rumor that is gaining a lot of cred, is that it is going to be violet color.
Because I would like two and a male and a female.
I hope it's a driving instructor. So it's an old lady in her 70s.
Now I want to be someone like built like Ivy from Soul Calibur.
Mm.
Exactly. Just coming in there. But coming in like an instructor, got the little baton out there, just out here pointing at shit.
No,
What if it's
Zio,
a pilot?
no, Zio,
with
she's a teacher.
Wings.
Ooh. With
Oh,
the
can't. Nope.
with the ruler?
Yeah, with a ruler.
Ooh.
She's like a
All
driving
right,
instructor.
so I'm in the poll. I've had it up for a while here. 37 votes. No at 75%.
Ooh, you got a point.
Thirsting. Man, if they put in Dark Himeno as the sixth, boy. So I take that point. This next one I got right and Ash got right because I said, will Rika Matsumoto sing the outro? Well, we got confirmation during this that yes, she is singing the outro. So myself and Ash get this point. Now, this next question is kind of null because they did not ask this during the presser. They did ask this during a separate interview, but I did not watch it, so I don't know the definitive answer to this one because I was going strictly off the presser.
Oh, this is favorite Sentai thing?
Yes. Usually during the pressers, they ask the cast if they watched Sentai. If they did, what was their favorite or their first? So we all laid down our predictions there, but we didn't. Like I haven't seen anything regarding that, so I'll just leave that there. The next one is: will a veteran Toku actor return for this show? Based off of what we've seen, not really. Not in terms of what we would consider a veteran, meaning someone that had a major role in a previous like Toku show coming back for it, because we haven't seen any of the other supporting cast outside of Boom Boom themselves, but it's not played by a major actor. It's literally just Sue with Rika Matsumoto providing the voice. So in this case, Mark and Ash get the point on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, let's see here.
I'm in last with 2, I'm pretty sure.
The
rest of you guys are tied with 3, I think. Or 4. I don't remember. Or Ash is winning. Ashes might be winning, I think.
Yeah, I've got 3. Mark's got...
I think 3.
3, yeah.
I've got 2, and I think Ash has either 3 or 4.
Ash has 2.
Oh, Ash has 2. I thought he got more than that, right?
Nope.
Wait.
And then Cloudy, you have
2.
Yep. So I guess it's me and Mark that tied. So
yeah. Oh, so it's funny because me and Ash are usually on the bottom parts too. Anyway,
I'll take a tie. That means I didn't lose.
yay! Things I tied for last. That's good.
All right, so let's get into this Boom Boom Presser and what we found out when it comes to this. So the main thing is we got these new characters. And we got names to them, and they're all punny as fuck. Now, of course, Sentai is no stranger when it comes to punny names, but these are obscenely
Extra punny.
Yes. Because our first person up is Tire Handle. I mean, Taya Handle.
Taya Handle.
I like the car so much.
God, I hate his sneakers for no reason. I just don't like his.
What, those are clean. I like those.
No, the sides are what ruin it for me. I don't like the sides.
Those are good kicks.
Those are good.
So yeah, this is
Bandai.
Taya Handle. Oh, God, I can't, every time I want to say the pun name versus their actual
just
name.
say Tire Handle. It's fine.
Well, people get upset if I just keep calling this guy Tire Handle.
No. It's the joke. It's the joke. So it's fine.
So it's just like, okay. So he's a delivery guy, and that car that we've been seeing this entire time, he apparently built that car. Nice. That entire thing. Very competitive in nature, and he's able to look to see if people are definitely discerning the truth about themselves and this, that, and the other. Now, one of the things that got me from the shot is really that wrist changer being so big compared to his wrist, which makes me think Memorial's definitely going to be a larger size.
Massive.
Because there's no way the DX is that big. That thing's going to be teeny tiny.
And I actually want to get the changer, and now I'm just like, I'm going to have to wait for the Memorial edition, but like, I do like the gimmicks of the cars also.
I don't like his shirt as well.
Wow, you're just a hater. That's literally Yakuza level.
No. The bottom, the undershirt.
Oh, the weird red
yes,
cut up one.
That,
Yeah, no,
I don't
that's
like
trash. That's weird.
I like the white shirt. That's good. That undershirt, no.
Yeah.
So how are you guys feeling about Red? This guy is younger, so he is actually the youngest Red that we've gotten in a while. I think the last time we had a Red this young was Kira Major.
I mean, I like it. I mean, he's going to be able to read the other characters, I assume, because that's what his whole shtick is going to be. I want to see how confident and Red-centric he's going to be, because I'm okay with Red-centric shows as long as they're very charismatic and they don't like...
I mean, it seems very Red-centric because, of course, the backstory that we got is Boom Boom, the sentient robot alien that crashed to Earth, ends up finding Taya out here, and they themselves develop the Boom Boom changers and the Boom Boom gears.
I just mean, like, I don't mind it being Red-centric, because Shin Kendra was kind of Red-centric, as long as, it's done properly. You know what I mean? Like, as long as the character, the Red is likable.
Now, the thing is, I personally like the fit. Like,
Yeah.
I do like his fit. I like his drip it completely.
You like the rip shirt? Oh,
yes.
Gross.
It's red.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I'm just, my thing is, like, I like the character, what the description, but this is also the actor is his first time acting, so I'm like, hopefully it's not, we don't have a Hodoro situation.
Yeah, that is what I'm fearing, is because, of course, Hotar in the beginning for Gotchard was very, and even still to some point in time, he's gotten a little bit more comfortable in the role, but God, those first few episodes were jarring. And it could be a similar situation here.
Let's hope not. But other than that, I like his look. I like his hairstyle, especially. You don't see that now often enough. It's like 01s, I guess.
I mean, this is how like Gira's actor looks like when he's off the clock. So,
but I mean, like, I don't see this as like, I don't usually see this in like Sentai Reds.
Well, I mean, they usually go with whatever is like the in style for that era. And this is the current look.
All right.
So,
I mean, overall, I think it's good. It's okay.
Also, to be making a car like that, I'm like, you're a little bit too young to have made a car like that. I'm just saying.
I mean, he's probably a genius, Plus, he had help from probably by Boon.
What if he made this car before he ran into Boom Boom?
Then he's probably a genius. Yeah.
Via the power of imagination.
Oh God, I forgot that's gonna be.
What if the car pulls a bumblebee and the car can transform?
I hate this man's hair, but everything else I love. The fit, I'm liking.
All right, so next up we got Ishido Meita, aka Meter. So that is the other pun.
Itchy meter.
Yeah. So he's a spy.
Yeah.
He is a spy, and he's apparently contracted by Taya. So he is working for him, or at least that's the way that he's portrayed, is as to having some sort of work contract with Taya, which is why he's helping out when it comes to a lot of this. But he's a very cool guy. Very cool guy. That's it.
I mean, the fit's
Not
nice.
feeling it.
Just don't like his hair. I just do not like his hair.
We've had some very defined blues the last couple years. Right now, from this guy's vanilla appeal, it ain't doing it for me.
It's poor suit execution. Also, he's got a 3-button under suit vest and a 2-button coat. You're not supposed to do it that way.
Not gonna lie, he's already not nowhere near close to as good as Yama turned out to be.
Nah, I mean Yama came out like with that super flare, while Meter out here just
Yeah. Maybe he'll be a good character or a great character. I don't know, but he's still on his looks alone. I'm not into it.
No.
Maybe he's got those attack ears. Them ears just out there coming out fierce.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see how everybody else is feeling about Meter out here.
What is this train? Tokyo Aaron.
All right, so of course we got Pink. We got Pink. So we got Mirror Shift. Mirror Shift.
Mirai Shifto.
Yes. So yeah, she doesn't have a proper job, so she just works a bunch of part-time jobs, but is apparently an expert driver, and her driving prowess is what catches the attention of Taya. So that's the main thing on there. And apparently there's already like leaked synopsis for episode 1 where she is involved with a wedding. She's apparently has an arranged marriage going on and doesn't want to be a part of it, that type of shit. And that's where turns out there's aliens and shit.
So they're also copying a little bit from what do you call it? From RPM here, at least Power Rangers. Yeah, a little bit. That's nice.
So, how are we feeling about her? I mean, she drives the vehicle. Getting it.
I like it. Also, the fit's nice. It's clean.
Yeah.
You don't see sweaters like that.
90s.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Zio? Strictly on fit, because we know how you feel about the character, her appearance herself.
It's okay. It's okay.
I think it's cute.
I always find the appeal of having long sleeves with shorts or skirts just looking weird for me.
Are those shorts or is that a skirt? Because I think those are shorts, right?
I think they're shorts.
Okay. I was say because if that's a skirt, that's a really low cut skirt.
Villains in the interim here. We got the what were they? The Hashirians are what they are called. So very bombastic, very Team Rocket-esque looking guys out here. So this guy is based off of those Deco trucks. Name here is Decotora is the name.
Creative.
for this guy. Yep.
Not a pun at all.
Itasha, which the second they said that, I was thinking of Akiba Ranger because their fucking robot was just Itasha Robo, like
Yeah.
fit. So the name comes from a lot of those waifu cars that you would see at like anime conventions and shit. Yeah.
I love those cars.
This is a cat, right?
Really quick, can you go to the left more of the symbol? What is that like the villain? Because I noticed that's the villain logo for their whole group.
Right.
Yeah. Are you
so
trying
if
to
you
say
zoom
that
in, it
this
doesn't
is
look
alien
like-
squids?
Is this like a
Nah, I was
Mexican
gonna-
fry thing?
It could be. It's very Lovecraft.
That is a squid. That is definitely a squid, by the way.
Yeah, but if you zoom out too much, I didn't know those were eyes. I thought that was gonna be something else for a logo, so that's why I was like, "Wait, was that?"
Oh, you thought that was what I thought was it at first.
Yeah, because the mud flaps of like tractor trailer trucks. I was like, "Oh, that's really cool." Okay,
Yeah.
that's not a silhouette of it, but it could be a squid. It definitely looks like an eldritch horror.
She's cat, right? Not frog. That helmet's giving me frog.
Yeah, I mean, look at the shoulder.
Cat. That's
Yeah,
not.
it's all cats.
I wasn't paying attention to that. I'm not gonna lie.
What were you looking at then?
The head.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's nothing else to look at.
That's
And then we got-
Jeremy's not.
Yay car.
Boo.
The Meowth of the
mean-
group.
I do not
Yeah.
like this evil squad already.
I don't mind. I think it's pretty cool.
I don't know. Design wise, they just don't seem that exciting.
Also, like zooming.
I feel
in,
like
the
they're
paint
not
job on
gonna.
this
Well,
is
I don't
very
think they're gonna be
bad.
the main villains for the whole show.
What
I
do you think? It
they're,
is like the
kinda
B team?
They're like the recon or the scouts. I think.
Well, like I'm guessing based off everything else that this presser and cast detailings tells me. I think they're going to be like the Team Rocket of the gang. They're literally
Power
on
Rangers?
Earth to try and catch a
Pokemon.
Boon, like it's Pikachu and shit like that. And their main bad guy is going to be like the Giovanni of the group, the actual leader of the bad guys.
Oh,
So
there's
what
just
would be the
gonna be,
Mewtwo then?
so much Pokemon.
There is so much Pokemon within this. That's part of the reason why I'm like, this probably is going to be the most Pokemon Sentai has ever been. Because we got Rika Matsumoto voicing Boon Boon, doing the changers,
Doing the ending.
doing the outro, and she's the voice of Satoshi Ash Ketchum in Japanese version of Pokemon, who sings the majority of the intros and some of the outros and shit like that. It's all there. It's all there.
Yes.
The,
I
the
like
head
this
writer,
idea.
the head writer for this show has written for Pokemon multiple
what season?
series, multiple years.
But did they write the movie though? I need someone to blame.
The movie
that comment.
2000? Which one?
No, the original movie, Mewtwo. Return.
Oh, that's movie 2000. Isn't it movie 2000?
No, movie 2000 was an Entai.
Oh, that was Entei. Okay. Oh, yeah. Then, yeah, that Mewtwo movie was traumatizing. I thought Ash died. I was like, what?
I'm gonna dub all the Ash Japanese lines over the Boon robot.
Mm.
So it's
And the
just
thing is,
gonna be Pokemon phrases.
since we know in terms of Pokemon themselves, the anime has taken a dramatic shift from how it used to be. Obviously, Ash is no longer the lead on there. Rika Matsumoto is not involved with it, so of course she got free time. And bam, there you go. Sentai just scooped her up and been
Goodbye,
like, "There you
Satoshi.
go." So now we move on to our next Boomger. We got ourselves Boom Black out here. Let's see here. This is Joe Axe or Joe Axel, if you would like, who is a rookie cop. Very very headstrong, as you can see, getting hit with that sign out there. A very very shoot first, ask questions later type of guy, and not the oldest in the group. Even though we've been
Missed opportunity. I wanted the
down that
Danny
train.
Glover type cop. I wanted the Danny Glover 1 month away from retirement cop just to be like a douche to everybody. Nope. We got a young rookie.
They did name him Joe. Will he die? Will he die at the end? We get stabbed and be the bench.
No Joe the Condor moment, please. God, no.
Could be. Could be. So thoughts on Joe out here, Mr. Cop?
I like the way he looks. I think he's kind of.
You
cool.
guarantee it?
Guarantee what?
You said you like the way he looks. That's commercial for.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I keep reading. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna like the way you look. Guarantee it.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Ah, yes, Joe Mama. Got it.
Oh yes, Joe Mama, Joe the plumber.
He's an interesting character, though. I mean, I'm waiting more for like when they get their, character introduction episodes, because the press conference was good, but it's like obviously I want to see the character more fleshed out before I make like a decision on how I feel about him.
I mean, I would say the press conference was very in general, just because we literally just got cast. That was it.
I'm hoping these characters really shine because the Lady Sentai has been doing the characters pretty well. Because like we didn't see it in the King Oger press conference, but those characters were actually also pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, so finally we got Boom Orange, who is Gemma Break. He is.
Give me a break.
Break.
No, give me a break. Gemma.
Oh. Break me off a piece of that Kit
Kat bar.
Okay, so he's sort of like a thief. He gets what he wants, essentially. He wants it. He's going to take it.
Yeah.
I likes you, and I
want
want you.
Now we can do this the easy way. We can do it the hard way. Choice is yours.
Yeah, exactly. Don't know if that's going to be played up for bits when we get to reviews, but we'll see. So yeah, this guy is the oldest one in the crew, but he's only 27 when it comes to the cast. And apparently this actor actually did appear in Down Bros.
Oh.
I'd seen the screenshots floating around.
Well then.
He was apparently one of Sononi's rejected dates.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, it looks like he finally landed himself a spot in the big leagues.
But I find it funny that they are throwing in the whole kind of thief, kind of not dynamic with a cop in there as well. Again.
Ooh, cops and kind of robbers kind of thing. Oh, that reminds me. Do you think not do you think? Do you know like of this guy is any more of his acting like chops? Because he's probably been in the scene for a while now.
Well, based off of most of these guys Red's the only one who hasn't worked in any acting gigs prior to things.
Okay.
I'm excited for the show. After seeing like some of the clips, like how everything seemed on location when it was shot and not in the
CG background
green screen like mega dome. It's nice to see it so practical effects heavy.
If that's the case, we can get a green.
No.
I don't know if we're gonna get a green.
We don't.
They're still not gonna chance that. They still got a crossover with King Oja in the future.
Maybe. Ooh, God, Mark. Ooh, are you okay? But overall, I'm liking them. I think Blue's my least favorite of them all, but I like the way their vibe so far.
I mean, I guess we can't just keep getting a peak Blue after a peak Blue. So,
I mean, yeah. Wait, so did you think Satoshi was that it is, or Sahashi, was he good? Did you like him as a Blue?
He does haikus.
Or do you consider the proper Blue Sonoi?
I would say Sonoi is that boy. So yes.
Okay. Oh.
But overall, I guess in terms of feel for the presser, yeah, we did get a little bit more of the intro, which once again, at least the actors were vibing to the intro this time versus how the Kings were reacting to their intro previously. I'm just saying.
Ooh.
Right.
True.
Because the Kings were just out there like
sitting, just nodding their heads.
Well, over here, they at least knew the lyrics. They were at least trying to follow along. They were like, yeah. The
dance, though. Oh, for King Oger. Oh, God. Oh, God.
No, you could tell that they threw that in last minute.
Yeah.
That was bad.
They were like, no, we need a dance number. What do we do?
No, I got Brothers was they're like, we need something the exact opposite.
We
need to tone it down.
I got one for you guys. A question for you guys. Do you think the outro song will be better than the intro song?
Yeah.
Because
you haven't heard it. You haven't heard it yet.
It is a dance number. So it just depends on what kind of dance number they tried going with.
What's your thought?
I feel like it's gonna be better.
All right. I kind of want to be in the same camp as Mark here, but I don't know. I don't want to influence Zero yet.
I could see Rika Matsumoto doing some sort of a Latin beat, like dance to it.
All right.
And for that, I will say yes.
But for the key one, will we get an insert theme or theme in the main show with a crossover of Rika Matsumoto and
Masaki Endo?
Masaki Endo, yeah.
I would say it's very possible, especially if it's the robot theme.
True.
Saying they're both there. It could.
They are both there. And I mean, like, Hironobu Kageyama is just probably like a Studio Way doing Garo shit. Like, you just pull him in there, have a mini jam project reunion, just get to it. Y'all were literally just doing a music video for Garo. Just right there.
Just get in there. Just start making magic.
Yep. Give me a music intro. Just give me a theme for when they henshin. And I'm thinking of like Bowcanger. When Bowcanger, like when they did their changers, and it was like, Adventure, Bowcanger, start up! And then it was like, oh my god, there it is. Oh, they doing it.
Based on who's like doing these intros for like these Toku shows, I'm just like the next Kamen Riders at this rate, based on like how these intros and who they are picking, are we gonna get a Psychic Lover?
Yeah, you know, that's exactly what I was thinking in my head.
Are we gonna get Psychic Lover at some point?
Psychic Lover doing the next Kamen Rider intro.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, if that happens, oh god, they know you.
Yeah, I can see that.
They know of you at least.
I mean, it's been a while since we got fucking writer chips doing an actual intro.
True. They only did the insert theme, right?
Yep.
I mean, they got them right there. And the next season,
because the last intro that they did, I think, was Blade's second opening.
Listen, guys, if Psychic Lover did any of these shows' intros, it would probably be my new favorite Sentai or writer intro. I'm not even gonna lie.
I mean, just to throw this out there, but what if they just get Murasaki Win to do the next intro, the Kamen Rider? You know, Dombro's intro?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, yep. Just saying. Just saying. Bring him in there.
Don't cry, maybe. Maybe we'll get that.
Bring back classics.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, I did see Psychic Lover pop up on my feed for something that they did recently. But of course, I wouldn't doubt that they're making shit recently because we got the Deca Ranger fucking 20th coming up. So they got to be making music for that.
True.
They're in the studio.
Oh my god, you're right.
Them.
Don't Boon would be so good. Don't Boon. Yeah. Let's get that going. Listen, Zio, you may want to Boon, but you can't. Gotta resist.
Yeah.
All right, so let me see here. What else we got? We do have some more magazine scans out there for BoonBoomger. In terrible quality per the usual.
Yep.
So let me get this back up here.
What are you drinking, Mark? Water or
water?
Okay.
Hydrating.
Gotcha.
All right, so we got some of that more boom action going on here. More focus on the individual members and all that good stuff going on here.
To Boon. I can't remember the sequel. To BoonBoomger.
That's what they're going to call part 2.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, this is something that caught my eye, and I know several people caught this when they're showing the transformation on here. They show him like without the helmet. I'm like, can we get some mid transformation helmetless fights, please? Because I would be down for that.
Helmetless fights are always amazing, or cracked helmet fights. Oh god!
Oh, give me cracked helmet fights.
I don't know how you would do a cracked helmet fight with this one, unless
it'd be a flat tire.
The tire.
Yeah, tire is broken in half.
It's a spare, so there's no hubcap. It looks
you
like
would see like the tire portion on there just drooping off the side.
Oh my gosh, I need that now.
One of the spokes in the rim that just breaks out of it.
Ooh. The hubcap just flies off. You just have the tire there, but there's no hubcap. It's just whole face.
A lot of movement here. A lot of big motions in these
no, it doesn't. It just looks like he's going like this.
No. I mean, like he's flipping there. He's jumping up there. I'm talking about like the fighting choreography. Yeah, the choreography.
I think you meant the posing of the transformation. Like he's kind of standing still.
No. The posing looks very stiff. I think like. It's
episode one. Episode 1, they always go bombastic when it comes to the choreography.
Fair.
So you got to look at one of the villains there. It looks like they got some sort of cannon arm.
Oh, there's the police officer.
Yep. Boom Black's thing has the little signal right on top.
Cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another thing that they mentioned there in the press conference is that these last two, we don't know where their gears came from. Who made their changes? Because it wasn't Boom Boom that made them.
It wasn't Red? Ooh.
No.
Maybe that's what the aliens are after.
Maybe Red's got a sister.
I'd be okay with that.
So
probably.
Fighting another enemy. Looks like they're fighting time itself.
A clock.
That's the dude from Beauty and the Beast, I bet.
Mm-hmm. I like the axe more than I think I like the sword.
I just don't like the scale.
Yeah, I don't like the toys.
Like if that was a Memorial Edition, maybe the axe. I like the sword more.
All right. There's the carrier.
Yep, with all the different other vehicles going in with that.
I know. I saw that's gonna be so expensive.
I can't wait to see how they do the candy toy that.
Oh, I've already done a video on it.
Oh, you did? Oh.
I'm still not sold on the toy for the mech, but for the mech itself, I mean, obviously,
the waist is my biggest problem. That is the biggest.
Yeah. The waist to torso ratio is.
But the mech itself, I like the design. It gives me a very retro style.
Yeah, that's why I like it. It's not over. It doesn't look over complicated either.
Well, it can't.
Well, because it's just a transformer.
There's no posability. There's no articulation to this thing. This thing is like stiff.
Yep. And then
I just don't get DX mechas.
The bus.
So. Here's the Gotchards. Yeah.
Yay, we got the reference.
Yay, go on your reference already.
You know what that means? Boom, boom, wings. Come on. Give it to me. Give it to me.
It's going to happen.
Yeah. Give that hashtag BBW, guys.
It's going to happen.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boom, boom, wings. Boom, boom, wings.
Now feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling it.
Yep, I'm feeling it. Hey, what's that handsome fellow down there in all white?
We don't talk about that yet. Ignore that white bug man.
Yeah.
Yes, Fonzie Sentai Go Andre down here. Ager.
Hey, I'm noticing a lack of the wings there.
That's a good thing.
Because they went somewhere else.
Maybe that's because they're going to be in the show.
No.
Or they went to the BoonBoomgers.
Mm-hmm.
They went to the Boom Boom room.
Yeah.
Yep.
No. maybe no
gives you
wings
wings.
because the wings are already there.
And those wings got clipped.
Zio, you really don't want those wings to come back.
I hope it happens.
That's getting into the Gotchard stuff.
I pray for it to happen. Just
I'm praying for it to
reaction.
happen just because.
I hope it happens first episode randomly for no reason.
They're just like with the wings.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, look, Zio, it makes such a good hashtag. Hashtag BBW. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, it does. Without context, people are just going to be like, "Oh, what's going on over here? Why is
It's such a
why
good
is
hashtag.
Sentai and BBWs trending together?"
Well, you see, Black
Okay.
got that BBL. I can't even say that right. Oh God, I scared Mark away.
As long as no one is like hashtagging Boom Boom Carrier as BBCs, we're good.
Oh, no, boom boom carrier.
Y'all changing the last letter too much. Like,
we
turn it
found
to a C. That changes
that
everything.
changes
C does not stand for cars in that situation.
Oh no, it does not. But yes,
Cars.
let's keep those hashtag BB. No more, none of that.
BBCs are.
Let's get those hashtag BBWs back, please. Oh
Boom,
God.
BoomBoomger cars.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's the
that's it.
cars for sure.
The Boom Boom cars.
At least 8 inches. It looks like.
No, this is Gotchards. They got the above average 6. So they're just rocking that one.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. Wow, way to take a hashtag and just
Listen, I'm just saying, if
This is
we
just-
can get Super Sentai trending with BBW, that would be.
I don't have a
so-
big enough following for that.
Get out there, dude.
Maybe if I got a big enough following, then maybe we can make that shit happen. And people wondering why the fuck is BBC, BBWs, and BoonBoomgers all trending?
Exactly, that would be so great. Don't you think that would get so much attention for the show?
Then they get the Boom Boom lifts, so it would be the BBLs.
Yeah, the Boom Boom BBS, Boom Boom subs.
So it's all there. It writes itself. Swear, if anybody else tries taking these hashtags, we fighting them. We find them in Denny's.
Oh yeah, these hashtags are family friendly, everyone.
Yep.
Yes, definitely.
Oh man, that gave me some pretty good belly laughs from that shit.
I'm glad. You need the math for the week. Back.
Oh, absolutely. All right.
It's time.
So now we move on to Gotchard.
We talk about that handsome little bug man now.
Because next episode showed us a preview of a new form, and I mean it's a pretty good looking form. I included it in the thumbnail. It looks all right. I don't like the arms.
But what about the
I
other?
don't mind the arms.
I don't like the arms. I'm trying to find the thumbnail that specifically shows that one without me going into the other shit.
I think I kind of wish they could have just kept that regular ones and just got rid of the arms or something.
Because I mean,
Oh yeah, no, the arms are.
The
arms are what kills this for me.
This is atrocious with the arms.
It's where the hands are that ruins it. Because like the part that goes up by the shoulder, or the back of the arms, that's actually pretty cool. Just the hands.
If the arms
Area
were
and
like
fist are
shoulders, that would
It's
be
literal
Yeah.
trains. I mean, when you look at it from that,
Oh, I know. I'm
literally
just saying, but like that side of the train, I'm fine with. It's just when it gets to the hand area, I'm like, nah. It's just
So, question, Berserker,
Mm,
because we know what happens this.
we are in
war.
the time frame, so
We know what happens after this shoot. You know that.
yeah.
So
I feel like it might be. But I
I
don't
The
think
thing
so,
that I'm
like-
confused about is there was no lead up to him getting this attachment to it. Nothing happened this episode. It literally is just happening next episode.
Yep.
And I'm like, are they literally going to pull this attachment and he just rocks it right away?
To be fair, that's kind of like what happened with Metal Cluster Hopper. You know, you just threw that. Guy just threw that shit on him.
Though there are people telling me that it could be a Berserker because of the way that he looks a lot like the aesthetics of the Dark Sisters, because it
Yep.
does give off that Egyptian vibe with the gold and the black. going on in there.
True.
Now that the eyes are red as well, it's kind of like.
Because I mean, I do like the suit. I just hate the arms. The arms is like the thing that I'm just like cast off those arms.
What if it does? What if it can get rid of those arms?
And then hey, it's a good suit.
There's a
If it
form
could just
without
combine it, make it into like a missile or some shit like that, something better than what we got here, then hey, be down for it.
See, my
Well, I
only
seen the
problem-
other form is when he has control, the one where the arms aren't on it and everything, and it still has the same attachment and like kind of a similar changed
Yeah.
chest piece. I thought that would basically be
It's
when
nice,
he's in control of it.
but it loses. Yeah, it loses like the gold and black stuff, like the skirt, and I'm pretty sure it also loses the helmet proper.
And the helmet gets more sleeker, and then the chains are gone.
Oh no,
Do you have
'cause
that
I-
image or no, Zio? Because I have the image somewhere.
Yeah, because the helmet doesn't like have like the rails on it, so you can actually see the eyes.
Let me see, because I'm
And
trying
obviously
to look here
the-
without going into.
Yeah.
I mean, we're
horn
gonna
broke.
talk about
I
the
gotta-
other form after this anyway. So,
Okay.
but here's another shot.
I'm not gonna lie, the action post looks kind of nice.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
'cause
the other form
arms-
looks a lot better than this one, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the other form is definitely a lot better. Well, it looks like from at least this image down here of Hotaro, it looks like he's going to be pushed to some sort of limit next week.
already.
Yeah, look at he looks bloodied up and beaten up.
Someone said the scan did confirm that he can launch the arms. Rocket punch style.
Okay. Now, can they stay away? Is my question.
We'll see. Now, of course, the thing with this is like the second we got this form, we already got
The controlled form.
this form, like right after. Like as soon as it dropped, we already were like, oh, here you go.
I like it. I like it a lot more.
Yes, this is a very nice,
Yeah,
sleek
I love
form.
this one.
This is very good.
This might be my favorite one.
Oh yeah,
Out of everything we've seen so far, yes.
this is
Because
pretty
the
good.
legs and then the shoulders and even the helmet. I was like, oh.
And it still keeps the train theme. Like it's got the rails on like the hips and stuff, and no golden skirt. So maybe whatever was causing him to be kind of bad, what isn't around so much anymore.
So we see the change obviously happen, and yeah, the arms are actually gone when he's about to transform into this form.
Mhm.
Because obviously, how else can he
Yeah.
Right.
press on the gotcha driver?
So I think two forms in one kind of deal.
Yeah,
Mm,
it's probably going to be like a jacked Revice type deal, obviously. So
yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Or going like primitive to elemental dragon type thing.
I'm hoping that only because I really don't want to ever see that first train suit again.
I just
And
don't
the
like
trigger
whatever
seems
the
to
hell
be
that thing
this
is in that
little-
corner. I don't know what the fuck that is. I hate it.
What
hopper
is
figure. It's what pilots the 10 liner in there.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay,
He
so
sticks
that's
it at the
combustion.
top.
so that's probably what
It's
controls.
pilotless until he's in
That's
there.
Hopper Zero.
Okay, so that's what's controlling it. So that's what gives him control over this form.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cross hopper.
Crosshopper. Wait a second.
That's what the card says.
Okay, so that
Yep.
other thing that we all know about Pride Gotchard and all that. It's got like a dragon on it, right? If I'm correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rainbow Gotchard, the final form that was already leaked out.
I feel like
Yeah.
this form is going to be his normal base form after it debuts because when you think about it, Crosshopper and Steamliner, like it makes sense that would be his new
Like-
normal form he starts off in. Like we wouldn't get Steam Hopper anymore.
Yeah.
We get Cross Steam Hopper.
And I mean, this suit paired up with like Majade suit looked like more of a
Oh.
dual rider combination than what we currently are having.
Oh, absolutely.
Then we got
You know,
Valbrade in the side where it's just like, why are you here?
Just out
Yeah.
there eating curry.
He
Like
needs a.
I would
a
say
white
I'm
suit.
tired of Cross being used in all the suit names now.
What do you mean, like Cross Saber, Cross Z,
Cross Geeds,
Cross Geets?
Cross Hopper. Like,
Wait,
no,
what was
it's
Cross
kinda
Geets
boring.
again?
and then it's more confusing when it comes to Gotchard because
The black and blue one.
it'll either be 10 or cross
Yeah.
for their names.
I would like 10 liner. I like that one.
10 cross or X.
Line,
Either of those
line
three.
tenor.
Either of those three is what they use when it comes to the 10s.
Yeah. You think it'll probably keep with the theme of like X-Rex to X-Liner?
X-Liner would be great.
Because X-Liner at least beats Cross-Liner, I guess.
Or
This
Liner
point.
X, because he's a rapper.
Get a triple X liner.
Yeah. Oh, God. Don't talk about triple cards, because we're getting close to that movie.
Liner XXL.
Hashtag CCCs.
Oh. Stop that. No CCCs.
I like that suit a lot, actually. I want to get.
Oh,
the
this
action
is a
figure
really
of
good
that.
suit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That side profile?
It's a lot more heavy on the grasshopper theme than the train theme that we got with base
Yeah.
Gotchard. So that's the good part about it.
I like this a lot, and I hate how this is not the final form.
No.
Nope, we got to deal with that rainbow. Oh,
Final
no.
Form's gonna be his base form.
Here we go with the AI upscale, looking super weird.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that too much. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, so is this gonna be like a thing where you can just summon the other chemis that he's got, just to random body parts or something?
I don't know. It'd be kind of weird.
It kind of
I'd be
looks.
okay with it.
That's what it kind of looks like.
Yeah. Where does attacks based off it, like that kick is like powered by that monster, not actually changing physically what the suit looks like.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think there's just gonna be like a
Oh, yeah.
CGI over like.
Oh no, is that an exclusive pack that I see in the bottom middle?
Yes.
That is another exclusive pack. That's phase 3. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
But that attachment, though, which I'm not going to get.
I actually,
so. I do like this
probably
one.
gonna
I'm
get
still not
this.
going to get it, though.
I'm gonna get the igniter, and I'm probably gonna get this one. I still haven't got the gotcha caliber, but I've seen it on Bai for like $18 with the card. So
yeah,
I might cave in and just get it off Bai. Like I'm not gonna buy these retail when they come out. I'm gonna buy them on Bai.
What do you want to pull the audience for what they think? Because I think they like it too.
Oh, from the looks of it, everybody seems like they are.
Yeah, I don't
They're
think
liking
no one
this
said
one.
anything negative about it.
Okay, because this is a genuinely good suit. That
This is probably some of the best suits that Gotchard has gotten. Well, for Gotchard himself, I think people would agree it's probably like this and Daybreak are like the best Gotchard suits.
This is a pretty good suit for Ryder in general because like I like everything going on here.
For Reiwa, yeah.
My only problem with this, obviously, this ain't the final form, so it's gonna go away eventually.
Yep, we got Rainbow. We got the rainbows.
Rainbow coming.
We got them Skittles.
I really hope it looks better than that thing. That. Please.
I mean, it is concept art. Maybe it'll look better from the side profile.
They could also change it too. They could make some changes here and there. Maybe.
I mean,
they
weird
ordered
thing
the
is, though,
suits
like,
early for a reason.
If eventually he turns into Daybreak, like all these suits aren't like I'm like none of these suits matter.
He won't, because that's a different timeline.
I know. But
that's a timeline in which he didn't get these upgrades.
Yeah, but I still want to figure out what happened to me for Daybreak.
That's in the movie. We're gonna get that movie.
I know. I haven't seen the movie.
I know it's gonna be a problem because that movie may have deepest lore and
more answers that they'll probably just
Gotchard Part 3.
Yep.
I didn't include it in here, but apparently during these magazine scans, they also included an old scan of Legend. Just Legend out there chilling with Gotcha. It's like, hey, remember me? I'm still relevant, guys. Okay, sure. You're in the poster, but where are you at in the show?
I hope Legend gets beat up like bad. Like I
hope Legend sees this suit and he's like, all right, everything's gorgeous here, and then he just leaves. That's all he says.
He shows up, he wants the suit because it is gorgeous, just gets punched in the face. That's all I want. Just shows up, gets punched, leaves. That's it. Satisfaction.
Like, I didn't even want this
10 out of 10 episode.
Valverod is the one that punches him, though. It's not, he doesn't even.
I don't want that then.
Just give him a W. Just give him a W. He needs one.
He did get a W.
No. He's been getting dubs the entire time. Ever since he became a comic writer, he's been getting nothing but dubs.
Listen,
I want to look at that suit.
My merch ain't selling now. Like all this merch is like on the bottom of my videos now with these like Spanish.
Because he's happy now. He also got no
It's
tie.
just like This man's out here
I'm sorry.
living a good life. I'm out here
As
rocking
long as
the
the
Spanish
suit
sub.
looks like that, I do not think he's getting any W's because that suit is still atrocious with that chest
Nah,
piece.
he's still getting dubs. Maybe not in the
He doesn't have
fashion
something that
world.
looks like this. He doesn't get something that looks like this though.
Maybe not in the fashion world. Not yet.
That's what he
We
needs.
still don't know.
Not yet.
needs
He's
that.
gonna get the hand-me-downs. He's gonna get the X Gotcha caliber and put
He's
that
gonna
on
get the
his-
he's gonna get the kit
Don't
badge.
say
Right.
that because it might happen.
He's
It's
gonna
like,
get
well,
X wrench.
We
The
can't get
X
him.
wrench.
Oh no, but that's named after his daddy
Yeah.
because his dad's name is Wrench.
Well,
There you go, cross wrench.
cross
Boom, done.
wrench.
Oh, cross
Wrench liner.
I actually
Well-
like the orange that they use in the eyes with the white because it does look like.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do have Dread getting a new form finally.
Yeah.
Next
I
I
wish-
like
episode.
that one a lot.
I would like it if they was on both sides, but I like it.
I guess they got to keep something of Dread still out there.
Yeah.
I got the arms and legs, but like I'm just saying. If that was
Also,
on
I feel
both-
like it's not the final form. That's why like half of it has kind of changed.
oh yeah, they might add another one to it. Also,
Yeah, other
why the way he was so happy about this? Like, what's going on?
Him and Lactis were happy about getting this, and I think it's because they're about to pull the rug from under Gideon. They're scheming, and it's just like, oh, you're just gonna give us these upgrades?
Because like
All
we
right.
got that weird
Thank
shot
you.
of Atropos handing it to him in that episode.
Yes, but both him and Lactis were smiling
Mhm.
as soon as they got it, and it's just like all according to plan. Thank you.
No, I know, but I mean, like, there must be a reason for such a weird shot other than just
Betrayal.
Yeah.
Obvious betrayal. We've
Yeah.
been getting the seeds of betrayal from Lactis for like the last 6+ episodes.
yeah. Also, what's
Sure.
that hideous thing I see on the other side?
What do you
It's
think?
your
That's
hand
our
getting
geeks.
broken.
What do
That's
you mean?
Geets.
No, the other way, the other side. Just a little more,
It's still Geets.
Yep, yeah. There we. What is
Oh.
that? Gross.
Hyper battle video. Whoa.
Yep.
Disgusting.
Man, remember Cross Wizard from the film that we've never watched? How'd that Gotchard form of just Cross Wizard look like?
Abomination.
I don't know.
Apparently.
Apparently it didn't exist at all.
Yeah. From what I understand, there's no like cross wizard form. They just jump straight into like the big thing, the 5, or I guess 6. I don't know.
Hyper battle like video promo shots are always awkward because everyone always looks goofy and happy go like look, Hotaro's actor already looks goofy in like a lot of the shots, but this time he just looks
True.
like
He's got a little extra.
yep.
Yeah.
Even Minato's like, hey, check out this book. Buy my book.
I think maybe he's just happy he's finally getting a good suit.
Makes sense. I understand completely.
I mean, it's nothing crazy like at least the Geets Hyper Battle video where we saw everybody rocking them jorts,
Oh yeah. Oh, the singing,
dancing,
the fight. I like
the poses.
Yeah, the forums are actually pretty good in that Hyper Battle DVD too. I kind of like the Oja chest on.
The thing that sucks about Hyper Battle DVDs is that it's literally DVD, so it's going to be 480p in quality. So it's not going to even be good. The copy that we're going to get, the netizens, is always going to be standard definition. Bad.
Any other images you got?
That's it. That's all
That's
I
all?
got. I mean, there were shots of the Chemi cards, but I didn't save them. So
So Gotchard looking like it's gonna be pretty decent going forward. I think
Yeah. I'm
at least
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Like the suits are like the new suit, like suits looking really good are actually like kind of making me enjoy it a little bit more because for a while there it's like, oh, this suit will show up for like 5 minutes and I'm never going to see it again. And then it's like ever since the whole movie happened that I don't know anything about that obviously changed the tone of the show.
Yep.
It's been more enjoyable.
Gonna do room more.
But I don't know what happened in the movie, so obviously I'm still missing important information as to what the hell happened.
And I don't think we're ever gonna get an answer, sadly.
Not until we see the movie next year.
Yeah, exactly.
Fi's 20th got a proper quality sub in Spanish. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Nice.
It's in Spanish. I can read it, so I'm good.
We're gonna do a review in Spanish just for everyone.
I
Just
don't
what
know
that
if
was.
that would gain me subscribers or lose me subscribers.
I mean, you
I
can
never
tap
know.
into your Spanish audience.
Like, I don't know how they would feel if suddenly they go to click one of my videos and it's instantly in Spanish.
Maybe.
It's like,
oh,
hola.
you could have subtitles in
Yo,
English in
Aguito.
there.
Oh, that's
Yeah, you can.
extra work because then I gotta translate.
No, auto-generated. No,
Yeah.
YouTube
You can have the
auto-generates.
auto
them now.
generates. Yeah,
And
the
you
auto
just go
generated
through and you
Spanish
just
is
read
actually
for
pretty
any
decent.
errors.
Yeah. Also, nice little gain in subs there, bud. 30.
Oh, I think
Less.
it was BoonBoomger or something that got me some subs.
You got 30 extra subs. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
This week.
Been out here stagnating, just like dropping. Hardly anything. Hardly anything. But hey. Yeah.
Listen, once we get to that 4K.
What happens at 4K?
Burger?
I'm like
nothing.
That's
Just
5K.
We're
5K.
on we're 1,000 closer to the burger, is all I was saying.
Oh, I thought like there's something you decide at 4K. I'm like, oh, what's that one gonna be?
I didn't decide shit at 4K.
Yeah.
It's like what would I do at 4K? I mean, I do have a spicy chip from last year that's still in the packaging. That one chip challenge?
Yeah, you could. Good.
I still have it.
Mm.
It's still in the packaging. Haven't touched it.
Okay. Not that, but guys, not only is it horrible tasting, it's gonna be stale as fuck.
It is. It is absolute. I guess do I set a random goal if I hit 4K within like the next month?
No, you
Sure.
got even more time than that. Come on.
No, it's YouTube. Sometimes people grow really fast. Sometimes they don't.
All right.
We just see.
Okay.
We just see. And I guess to provide proof that this is still a thing I have, let me go over here because I saw it earlier.
I don't know. I just can't believe that King Odor's finally ending.
I know.
I think I brought this up there in one of the first streams.
Yeah, you did.
What?
I think.
Yeah.
The chip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. It was I don't know if that was at our Discord when we were talking about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what's bad? I just realized 2022.
Oh, that's 2 years ago. That is. Oh.
Yeah, but that's in the bag still inside of it. So
It's still completely in the bag.
Oh no, it's probably edible. But
I still got the tape on here. I haven't even removed the tape from it.
I know you should try just to make sure it's still good.
No. Just leave it alone. Leave it in there.
Don't it's not cloudy.
So I like how one chip is 5 grams of carbs. Damn.
Is that like what 25% of your daily allotted carbs?
Yes, that's a lot for one chip having that many carbs.
How much does your regular chip have compared?
So this one says Best Buy 3/26/2023. So it is almost
Beyond
extra spicy.
Yes,
it is beyond the Best Buy date.
So it is expired by almost a whole year now. So yes, I will give it until 3/26/2024. So yeah, I think a month a good time. If I hit,
yep.
If I hit the next milestone.
You guys got
the Best Buy date has expired, but it's still on the great value.
Yeah. Date
is still good.
Yeah, so we'll give it until 3/26/2024 to see if I hit 4K. If I hit 4K, then I'm gonna die.
What if you get like $3.99 or $3.999?
Then we better push it to that during that live stream.
Fine, I'll have to make an extra account and just be like, oh, fuck it.
It doesn't happen. Anytime I set these sub goals, they never reach anyway. Not enough pull within the Toku community.
Not yet.
I'm just that guy.
Anything else you guys want to talk about? Or that we have to talk about?
Crazy Orb says, what's y'all's theory on Atropos being the Door of Darkness theory? Because, of course, people have pointed out that on Atropos clothing, it looks like there's a giant keyhole on the chest.
Yeah, that's probably what this next form is based on. Because remember, we got that at the end of the episode. He's like, "It's time to open the door of darkness," and he looked at Gotchard, and then so Gotchard is probably the key. Atropos is the hole, and then this form is probably the result.
Whoa.
That keyhole, Zio.
If there's anything going on with Atropos, I hope that they age her up or don't show it on screen.
Gross.
Especially when it comes to dealing with any of that. So
okay, let me rephrase this. I guess Atropos would be the door in this situation. No.
Even then,
it's the door of darkness. It's the key.
What do people go do with doors?
They open them. I'm not going to say bust down the door. Well, this isn't like the FBI.
I'm just saying it's just no. It's a whole can of no.
It's a whole can of no. Okay.
Yeah.
Point is, it's a theory that's out there right now. I don't know. I know a lot of people who are on board with it, and I don't really care.
I mean, when it comes to Gotchard, you can't have a theory for too long anyway, because almost everything gets paid off almost instantaneous. That's the issue that I currently still have with this show from even the early things. I can't make a theory because a lot of it's going to get paid off almost instant.
I feel like it is going to pay. People are going to find out the answer to this next episode, and then it's going to be like, yay, big theory for what?
A week.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's when everything started popping up, was literally this last week. So that's the issue that I have with Gotchard is you start making speculation points. Guess what? They're going to give you your answer the next week or the week after. So there's no sitting on it for a long period of time. It doesn't let the juices flow when it comes to creativity and trying to like be the lore hound of things. It's gotten better as a show, but at the end of the day, in terms of overarching narrative and what the end game is, hasn't moved the needle.
Okay, fair enough.
So, I mean, we got Gideon introduced, but what's he doing? He's just making bad guys. Yeah. He loves gold.
He's gold member.
We haven't gotten a proper set to what his plans are.
It seems like power, world domination, or something. Same old, same old.
Yeah. Yeah. But essentially, that is all I've got. I know that Geets had some shit going on, but I don't know. I don't think it's gonna make Geets good by any way, shape, or form. So,
did the Poison Raid special come out or whatever?
No.
I don't know. I have no idea what came out, so I don't even know if anything Geets related was.
But we got that other one coming out, so yeah.
No idea either.
That's right. Enter does become a writer, so we do have Enter from Go Busters out here about to bust on some Geets. But the bust in them sheets because we got Gene in there too. So it's all right. But I mean, Takahashi just keeps finding work because he's got all these specials coming out. He's working on Ride Commons. How's your hand feeling, Cloudy?
Nothing's happened to it yet.
Because you haven't said anything bad about the man, the myth, the legend.
Well, actually, it appears like if anyone says anything slightly bad about it.
I'm sure it's going to suck. I'm sure it's all going to suck. It's going to be terrible.
I said don't insult the writers. Please don't insult the writers. Don't do it. Don't do it.
But you do it so often.
I don't. I actually don't.
You blame Takahashi for a lot.
I did poorly. I did do him dirty once.
Yeah.
And I pay for that. But not as often as you blame these writers.
And I'm perfectly fine.
Stop.
Are you though?
Are you?
No.
Okay.
Currently looking for work.
Right.
If y'all wanna hire me,
you want to buy some salt?
Shit, feel free.
I
told my boss during our call, I was like, "Yeah, I'm looking for jobs."
Need an editor?
Y'all aren't paying me enough. So
I could.
just how that ends up going. I still want no redemptions. If Kajuki turns evil, I don't want him to look. I don't want if anyone becomes a bad guy. I don't want. Well, actually, I don't want a bad guy getting a redemption arc. I don't want like Gideon getting like the tragic villain arc of like, oh no, he was really a good guy this entire time. He just has his own means of showing things.
I
He just
really
like
can't see it with how he's being presented.
he used to like silver, but then someone showed him a golden snatch, and he was like, "Oh boy!" And
Please don't, because you know that what. You know that gold member joke was just a joke, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, God.
I think I had a double meaning.
Anyone have any other closing statements?
I don't know. Anything new happening in comics, Mark?
A lot of stuff. I mean, Ultimate Universe Black Panther. I was supposed to do a video for that with someone, but I was at work. Next Radiant Blacks are coming out. They sent me some early previews of these that are coming out March 3rd. No, March 8th. New trades coming out next week for Radiant Black. And not really much comic book stuff. I have a lot of candy toy stuff, honestly. I'm doing like all the BoonBoomger candy toy stuff dropped for pre-orders, and you know, it was my wife's birthday this week, so I wasn't really around doing any content. My birthday's next week, so
cool. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a friend into Radiant Black the other day at work.
But you'll be busy playing Final
you heard
Fantasy
Kyle
VII
Higgins
Rebirth.
and went crazy.
Oh, I play so much Rebirth. Oh, I gotta play the demo now with the update for certain science experiments.
Are you gonna be at the gym in a video game all day?
Oh, all the time. I'm done. I live in the gym.
Okay. In game and out. Okay.
You know what I started doing during Crisis Core, because some of those cutscenes were run long? I would legit just be like on the ground doing sit-ups while the cutscenes are playing. I'm just like, this shit's gonna go on for a while, so I'm just gonna be here doing sit-ups while holding.
You should have done the squats
so long. The worst is I have Crisis Core on the Switch. I never got it on the PS5, so I'm just saying like, okay, do I have to just close the screen and put it and charge it because it's gonna die because of how much battery life it uses? I'm like, man, but it's a good game. I have to finish it though because I just finished 7 remake and the intermission Yuffie stuff on the PS5. So now I'm just like, all right, I gotta finish Crisis Core by Wednesday.
Yeah, I finished Crisis Core while I was sick because I was bedridden the entire time. So I was like, I might as well just beat this out. I did it. I beat it. I beat the Minerva, the really hard boss and all that shit. Did all of that crap. And the thing is, I got so over leveled that by the end of the game, when I was doing like the final boss, it was literally like 2 punches.
Oh yeah.
It's like
once you get over leveled, it's
yeah, once that was done and I got to the final scenario where it's just like, really, they're just gonna keep throwing soldier at me? Okay. Although
there is a game we should all get in stream that's on the Switch. And I believe it's like Pocket Pony something, the Game Freak game.
Jockey.
Pocket Jockey?
I was like, that's on the Switch now with online. I'm like, that sounds appealing. That could be fun.
Interesting.
I have never played the Pocket Jockey camp games.
I'd be down.
So maybe.
Never tried.
Maybe.
It's basically solitaire, but you get to breed and collect horses instead of Pokemon.
I want to talk about solitaire. I've been busy trying to edit a solitaire game that I did with Blade cards just for the April Fool's joke. It's so fucking hard.
Stop.
You get for trying to make a joke of Blade. That's what you get.
Trying to put in so many like PNGs to move with my movements seamlessly to make it look like it's a proper skin of it. I was just like, there's gotta be a solitaire game I can just upload my own fucking card packs.
Mark, I'm doomed in a couple months. You know why? Guess what's coming out? The expansion for Elden Ring.
Oh, see, I never played Elden Ring.
I loved Elden Ring so much. I cannot wait for that.
I'm just be playing Final Fantasy Rebirth, WWE 2K24, and I'm probably gonna pick up Skull and Bones and Helldivers too.
Oh yeah, so many people
It's
have played
spread
Helldivers.
democracy.
I wonder if it's going.
I played the first one. I love the first one. I forgot all about that game. That's actually one of the last PlayStation games I played because I didn't play a lot of PlayStation. I was like, oh no, that was a fun game. So I was like, I need this. I need to spread democracy
Okay.
across all the planets.
Are you ready to spread democracy?
I have to motivate myself to buy the game because all the other games coming out.
Okay.
And I gotta find people that have PS5s that I need to add to my list, like Zio and you, so I can see what everyone else is playing.
Mm.
Yeah, I will just send you all my PSN after we're done streaming, so you can see me not play Among Us. It's usually my son playing Among Us.
I was gonna say something. I was like, "Yo, you playing?"
Yeah.
Like,
I see Among
kinda
Us on your like Discord so many times.
It's literally him when he comes back from school. He'll be like, "Let me play Among Us" and all that, and just like, okay.
Watch out, he'll become a master liar.
He's gotten good at sneaking around in terms of certain shit, especially after discovering hide and seek.
Oh.
In that game, so his issue is, of course, he can't write. He's learning how to read, but he doesn't know how to write. So a lot of times when he was playing the game, he would be not the imposter, but people would think that he's the imposter because he's literally right next to the body.
Mm-hmm.
But he can't say shit because he literally can't say shit.
Okay.
So it's how it goes. It's
the way
trials and tribulations. I mean, I don't know. Online video games didn't exist when I was 5 years old. I was playing fucking Phantasy Star.
Yeah, I was playing Final Fantasy
Yeah.
as a kid.
So 2 more years we can introduce them to Call of Duty lobbies.
Yeah.
And that stuff.
I'm not
You
gonna
learned
give
a lot
that
about
kid
the world.
not gonna give that kid a headset to start like being that kind of online gamer. Nope.
Even when I first started up, I was like, what, late teens? I was like, this is people talk like this? Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like y'all treating this like we treated chat rooms back in like 2003.
I was like, you could put those words in that order as a sentence and say it out loud and not burst into fire and die. I was like, wow, did not know that. Well then,
like the few times that I have ever been on online lobbies for like Monster Hunter and shit like that, it's always like I try to be courteous. I'm just like, you know, what my strategy is, what everything is gonna go, and then I tried playing some of those like MOBA games and crap like that, and then got on those online lobbies, and I'm like, oh shit, that's a whole different level of conversation. Jesus, okay.
I was the opposite. Because I played competitive, so I was in Halo 2, 3, 4 lobbies, Gears, Call of Duty, and I was like, steel sharpens steel. If I'm the man I am today, I was a horrible person.
I guess it really depends on the game and then the audience that target plays. So
I can see.
Yep. Next time we do a game, we're all playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Mic's on. Proximity mic's on.
There's gonna be so much swearing.
A single Call of Duty game, so
you don't have
swearing is Cloudy. Swearing is the least of your problems of what you're gonna hear.
Yeah, not getting banned is gonna be the least.
And it goes away after like a couple days.
I work for some of them, so maybe
we'll see once Switch 2 comes out, and maybe they'll have proper native voice chat so we can see what the Nintendo community sounds like on VC.
I'm actually
first they
very
gotta announce the Switch 2 first.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because that got pushed back to next year now. The stocks definitely
I like how something that was rumored and not officially announced got pushed back. It's like, how do you delay something that wasn't confirmed?
We're delaying this rumor.
Because just about everything on the back end was just like, yeah, it's coming out this year. So the stocks were actually rising. The second I saw it rise, I'm like, I'm selling the majority of my stocks.
Did you?
I did.
Was it a good call?
I did. It was, because right after was when they said that the console's not going to come out this year. Instantly dropped, like nosedived.
Well, glad you made a profit.
And that's when you don't sell, you buy more. because it's gonna.
You buy when it drops down. Yes, exactly.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
That's what I did with WWE. That's why I was like, okay,
You buy the dip.
Hall of Famers. I could say the N word this week, so the stock drops again because I'm trying. And now I got TKO because it transferred from WWE to TKO. So I'm like, do I partially own UFC now? Is that how this works? Am I Dana White? And I didn't want to shave my head, so.
Welcome to Stonks Talk.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the stonks. Trust me, if I can get in on Toei, if they had a public like some stocks in the US, I would buy Toei. I'd be like, nope.
Does
hostile
Shueisha not have stocks publicly
true.
available? Because Shueisha is the parent company.
Yeah, I think they do. I can be majority shareholder of Toei.
That would be the dream.
All that. But oh yeah, there is the Pokemon Presents going on next week as well. So we'll see if anything gets announced there. I don't know. Maybe Pokemon Sleep 2. Sleep again. Sleep deeper.
I heard the rumor they wanted to do Gen 2 like the Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu games.
Well, technically we are further away from the last Gen 2 remakes than we are from Gen 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the other thing was because even though
Gold and Silver, right?
Sold decent, the ratings and the response, the Legends Arceus or Arceus, they were going to do another one like that because they liked doing the whole lore.
Mm-hmm.
See, I want that, but for Gen 5, for like black and white.
Yeah, because they have that. Because they have that like time in the past, like 1,000 years ago, right?
Well, the thing is, I would actually prefer if they did like a black and white 3 and they did the Legends, but in the opposite direction, where it happens in like the distant future.
Oh, okay. But I don't.
As long as it's they don't need any new gens right now because looking back, Sword and Shield, and now Scarlet and Violet. Like I didn't get the DLC for this one.
It's too early anyway. They never launch a gen like literally 3 years after the last one. Yeah. So I would say then Generation 10 is probably gonna happen next year. But knowing Game Freak and how backwards their asses are, even though we'll have like the Switch 2 next year, it's still going to release for base Switch.
Oh yeah.
My thing is
also there's other third-party games. Like we had new Pokemon Snap, which is Bandai, and then we had the remaster of the Mystery Dungeons. I was like, give us Pokemon Conquest remaster. Give us a DX version
or
of
at least 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything third party, something that Game Freak is not making.
So I still have the original one. Yep.
I do too. It's a good game. It's hard to find. Very expensive.
As long as whatever they put out, like the remake of Gold and Silver, right? Because that's what they're doing. As long as it's on the style of the remake of Diamond and Pearl, I would please don't do that.
I
just don't
regret buying that, even though I beat it.
Do not do that. I did not like that game. I hated it. The only
Game
good
Freak
thing
just needs to hire more devs. The thing is that what people don't realize is Game Freak only has a dev force of about 104 people.
They actually are a small indie company, by the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For as big of a property as Pokemon is, they have such a small workforce, which is why their games look and run like ass.
Oh, other thing.
Yeah.
So like I found it funny because they made the new Diamond and Pearl, right? They made it so easy for like new players to get into, right? But they made Cynthia harder than she's ever been, and probably harder than any like final gym leader in anything. And I laughed my ass off because a lot of my friends had to redo it so many times.
I only took like 2 or 3 tries. Also, if you look at it like everything Game Freak's done, it's like visually they're not even tapping into the potential of the Switch because the best looking Pokemon game on the Switch is new Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
They had real reflections in the water. I was like, damn.
Followed by Pokken.
Pokken Tournament. Dude, that another arcade game that also was on console because that's an arcade game too. And I was like, oh.
That was the Pokemon League thing, right? What was it called?
That was a fighting game.
No, I know Pokken's
the Pokemon League one.
Yeah, but there's whatever it's called.
The mobile game one?
Hyper Turbo Fox, I agree. They do need to give something to the
it's on the
devs.
Switch. It's free though, I think.
Oh, there's a cafe one that's free where you're in a cafe.
No, it's it is literally just League of Legends, but you're with Pokemon.
Oh, Pokemon Unite? I don't count
Unite.
that. That's not Game Freak.
I played that,
good, but I played the shit out of it.
I like
a lot of it when
I actually like Unite. I think it's pretty good.
So
I gotta add you, Cloudy, because I'm really good at. I get master every season.
Ah, nice.
I like this. I have almost every like I spent so much money on that game.
I only main Cinderace.
Oh, Sylveon. Actually, any of the characters I'll main.
I haven't played that game
I
so
most
fucking
of-
long, so
I have a couple of the premium costumes for them too, and I'm like, oh,
I
Gengar
main...
used to be my main because I have astronaut Gengar.
Ooh. Yo, Gengar used to be busted, like absolutely busted on the first.
He's still
game.
broken if you build him right.
True. Why are we
Yeah, that's
talking
Pokemon.
Pokemon Unite? Oh god.
We were talking
Uh,
about Switch
yeah.
games and Switch 2, and then
No. I meant
Pokemon
because I
Direct.
think that
ain't got no
I think-
Sentai or Kamen Rider games coming
no, I
out.
think the
Yeah.
chat
Oh.
is like why we're talking Pokemon Unite.
Yeah, and also
I mean,
for the
even
Pokemon
then they're
Present,
following along.
probably
I think the majority
Yeah.
of chat follows along with the same kind of shit that we're keeping up with anyway. So
True.
I see everyone talk about like Gen 9 and this, yeah.
Mm.
But no, they probably also got to talk about that Pokemon Concierge show on Netflix because they just renewed that or adding more episodes.
I've only seen the first episode, but I have heard from the wife and son that it is very comfy cozy.
Yeah. Oh no, it's definitely just a chill, and the fact that it's all stop animation and stuff like that is really cool too. That's why I like it.
Oh yeah.
So,
I need another Arceus game, honestly. This time with
That's
less
what I'm saying.
bugs. Less bugs.
I
more
hate-
Arceus.
When you look at the
Legends.
sales, it's one of the worst selling Pokemon games for the Switch out of everything that's come out, and I think it's also from the list of all those Pokemon games coming out, it's still in the bottom.
if they added online for the next one where you could go out with quests with folks to get Pokemon, that would definitely be a plus.
But it
Because that was
also came out
the main thing with
still-
this game.
It came out the same 2-month time period as freaking Brilliant Diamond and stuff too.
It was an awkward.
Which
They
hurt it.
really should have padded out those releases. It shouldn't have come out literally like a month after the last game.
Because Diamond and Brilliant Diamond was like November, and I think Arceus was January.
Yeah, so that's the
That's
thing.
so
It missed the
weird.
holiday season. It should have been
Yeah.
technically that should have been the holiday season game.
Yep.
Yeah, or it should have been March
Yep.
for the spring. And
Yep.
you don't put a second week of January. It's like, why?
Because Legends Arceus is the most fun I've had with a Pokemon game in years.
Yeah, 'cause
Years.
The
it's so different,
crafting.
and so unique.
Yeah,
So good.
it's the only one I still have installed on my Switch because I bought it digitally. I was like, oh, I'm traveling. I'm gonna buy it digitally.
I did that with Animal Crossing just because I was like, oh, this is an evergreen title.
Ooh, you know what? The thing is,
Yeah.
if they do it with
I
X
got
and
Animal
Y,
Crossing Switch.
we can get like if they do it with X and Y, we can get like medieval like knights and stuff like King Arthur and Arthurian time frame.
Although I don't really care about anything because I think we're getting another Digimon game announced soon.
Oh,
Yeah, not a lot of people are going to buy that. So
Nope.
it doesn't matter.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna
I
buy it.
mean, yeah, but
It's
I think,
Digimon.
Yeah, you and like 1,000 other people, and that's it.
yeah,
Hey.
me and Zygarde.
I will
That's about
lead
it.
them. I will lead them to the promised land.
I'm pretty sure me and Zygarde are the only ones on the server who bought Cyber Sleuth as well and survived.
I have Cyber Sleuth. I have
yeah.
Cyber Sleuth on every platform. I have
I love
2
Cyber
copies
Sleuth
of
and Survive.
Survive. I actually like Survive. Survive was really good.
I like Survive. It was okay.
Because I have Cyber Sleuth on both PS4 and Switch. So
Mm.
And I like, Next Order is also on sale on Steam right now. If no one has Digimon Next Order,
Oh.
that's such a good one.
see all these games, but we're like, where's the Sentai video games?
Where's
Like-
where's the Rider game? Where's the
There isn't.
where's the
There-
Sentai game?
Well, Ryder gets more games recently.
But
let's
that's
not
the
talk
thing
about-
is like, but while Sentai has not gotten shit,
Yeah.
now's the time.
Yeah.
Literally with BoonBoomger, with how much Pokemon they're channeling into BoonBoomger, I expect if they don't announce a BoonBoomger video game that's catching all those fucking cars and shit by, I would say, June,
one.
then they failed. They failed. You have failed this city.
Damn.
All right.
Because
Okay.
it just makes no sense. Like, you're going all in on the Pokemon-esque portions of this,
Yeah.
but then you're not going to cash in on what made Pokemon popular to begin with, the video games, and you're Bandai.
True.
You also have a contract with Nintendo. Like, y'all could literally talk to them, call them on the phone, being like, just give us a bit of the sauce. Give us 3
Oh.
ingredients to the sauce.
Can
We'll just get some mods for Pal World for it instead.
yes. Now
All
let's
the chemis, all the chemis are there instead of the pals.
Yeah, but that's on Xbox. Japanese people don't know
It's
what
on
the fuck
Steam?
an Xbox is.
It's on Steam. It's on PC.
It's not a platform they own.
Let's finish this up because I got a thing now.
Yes, I'll be playing
that thing.
Rebirth right after this anyway. So
I'll be up until 1:30 to watch Elimination Chamber.
I've got a important thing I've actually got to go to now. Great.
all right. So Cloudy, I know you've been making content.
What? No, that
So-
doesn't exist. What are you talking about?
So what you got to promote?
Yeah, I made one video. Could definitely making a better one next time. But I made that video. It's why you shouldn't blame writers. It's out. It's got a couple. I think it's like at 50 or 60 views at this point now. I didn't really do a good job promoting it. I just put it in the Discord for people to see if they wanted. That's it. If you want to check it out, it's there. But the channel is Tokusatsu Forecast. I may change Cloudy over there as I grow over time. But point is, I'm putting out another video where I'm going to be talking about intentionally, evil or poorly written characters versus just characters you hate in general because you see them on screen. So I want to do a video talking about the difference. Probably going to highlight a few characters that are key differences and some moments in the shows that aren't too spoilery. But if you're interested in stuff like that, I typically talk more about concepts than an individual show prior. You know what I mean? So
Great. Mark, you haven't done shit. What else
Dude,
you
I
got to
haven't
promote?
actually. I haven't done a video in like 2 weeks. It's been crazy. Just between being sick and all the work I did and then going on vacation. So I have a lot of catching up on content to do. I've obviously got a lot commemorative toys I still got to do reviews for, and a belt that I haven't done anything with, and also a premium Bandai Soto set because I'm selling out the premium Bandai. Yes, that looks very nice. Very. Speaking of Ranger Rejects is gonna be, or Go Loser Rangers is gonna be on Disney Plus. They announced the streaming platform for it.
Oh wow.
Which is shocking that Disney, who used to have Power Rangers, is now getting the opposing anime for a manga.
Oh,
which is
dear.
cool.
That is
Yeah.
definitely interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, I don't got really much going on. I am gonna start streaming on Twitch because I don't want to use YouTube for streaming because honestly, I can't do anything cool in this software if I'm playing games. I have to go through OBS, and I can have more interaction with stuff with streams on Twitch. So I'm gonna be starting that tomorrow with Yokai Watch on the Switch.
Ooh,
In English.
what time?
In
Two-
English. Probably
two?
like 10 or 11 Pacific Standard Time.
Okay.
AM or PM?
I am.
Oh,
Okay. So that's
Like-
3.
Like 2 Eastern.
That's
2 or
12.
3 Eastern. Yeah.
No, that's 10 is 1, I think. 10
yeah,
is
1 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah,
One-
10,
one Eastern
1
Standard
1 to
Time,
2.
so-
Yeah, between 1. Yeah. And
Around
I
1
haven't
is
decided if I'm going to play Yokai Watch 1 or 4 plus plus with all the DLC.
play 1 only because I really like the first game. It's also really
I do too, but
I've
it's
never
just
played
a
a single
Switch
Yokai
remake.
Watch game.
It's just a Switch remake of the first one for the 3DS.
I knew I was
DS.
gonna like. What? I just
You
saying,
like
I know-
Yokai? Yeah.
I love Yokai Watch.
I've never touched anything when it comes
Play
to the
it.
franchise. Though.
It's so good. You
I
know
feel
how
like
the
you're
game's
yeah, no, you're definitely into it.
the game's good. You know how the game's gonna be good. They pay so much attention to detail. When you enter your house, it takes your shoes off for you.
And there's a lot of innuendos, sexual innuendos.
Oh, absolutely. And one of the best yokai is literally a snake dude.
We should have led with that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's all right.
Oh,
Yeah.
See,
okay.
we don't start with the shoes off in the building.
Oh, and
Unless
the
you got a
snakes.
foot fetish.
And yeah.
Snakes on the plane?
Mhm.
Are there planes?
There is in the third one because the third one you go to the U.S. I think.
Which is
Now
the
are
hardest
there
game to find.
trains and automobiles?
Yes, actually, there are automobiles. In
Oh.
the first one.
So plane, trains, and automobiles? Oh my god.
Damn. God damn.
That's trifecta.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Give me hashtag boom and wings again, chat, because
Yes.
Might have to be a
And
thing.
boom, boom cars.
Boom
damn
boom
it.
cars.
We're gonna. Oh God.
And the
If that
boom boom trains. We're gonna have the BBTs.
Oh, the BBTs.
BBTs.
All right, Zio. What
Oh
do you
no,
got?
that would be the TokuTonic shit
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Zio
shit.
promotion.
Nothing. I was sick the majority of the week, which is why my King Oja review came out at the butt crack of dawn last night. I was trying to get back onto doing regular Gotchard reviews, but because of being sick, that stalled shit for a bit. But that's still being planned. I haven't typed anything yet, but I do have plans for an editorial piece to come out as well. I haven't done proper editorials in like a hot second, so hey, it's a thing. Thing going into.
I will give Zio the links to any videos I make in the future if he wants to put them in the chat. Okay, there you go.
And outside of that, if you joined the Discord server, be active, be on the lookout, because there might be a purge coming soon. A purge I'm calling the Fury of the Mods.
What? Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. I don't know if I like. He did do a Fury of the Mods.
Yeah, no. So I do a purge every time a new show is about to start.
Yeah.
So every time a new Toku show is starting up, I do a purge on the server for inactive accounts. We got BoonBoomger coming out. So because of BoonBoomger coming out, I will be doing a purge on the server soon. In which case, if you don't
you have 24 hours, typically speaking. So
yeah, you'll essentially, once I make the announcement on the Discord server, which everybody's free to join, it's literally in the link of the description of every single one of my videos. But yeah, if you follow what the rules say when it comes to being safe, then you won't get randomly kicked by a mod on the server.
For the record, if you're curious about how it usually works, he'll make a chat temporarily open. You'll say a word or a phrase that he's stated, and then you'll be safe for the next one. That's about it.
I'm not going to say anything, just like last
time. Now, the big thing about this one,
Mark, is we're not going to get rid of you.
That let's say if you don't respond to the correspondence and a mod does not kick you from the server, and it's up to me to kick you from the server, I won't kick you. I will ban you.
Oh, I thought you want to take the mod status away from them for not doing their job.
Essentially, it's like if the mods don't do it and I have to do it this time because I'm tired of doing all the server cleanup, then I will ban you.
Fine, I'll do the server cleanup. I just need the list of people I got to kick.
It'll be easy.
Okay.
So,
because I don't want anyone getting banned, so I'm probably gonna have to stay up one night and just kick everyone myself.
It's just how things are gonna go. But yeah, just not trying to put anybody on the edge or anything like that. It's cool. It's cool if you follow the rules.
Well, usually, you're gonna give when you give the 24-hour notice, you're just gonna.
I normally give a good 48-hour warning, and I do updates typically every 12 hours. That's the one few times in which I actually do at everyone on my server.
Yeah.
So, or you turn it into a game called the Discord Grand Prix.
Well, actually,
you win, get to go forward.
That was actually
loses each round.
That was last year.
That was last year.
No, but but it's actual game where we have to play video games.
Oh, okay. I kind of want it to be like the Purge, where everyone's fighting for a spot in the next server.
Well, I'll say we just play games, and then whoever's the bottom two of each round of a game, they have to be kicked from the server.
That's cool. This is how Zio, you need to get that mods 1v1 of Cards Against Humanity at some point, where you're just the judge.
I tried finding a proper online Cards Against Humanity, but the servers were packed to the point that I couldn't even get in. So
shit.
Yeah, that one's always. I know which one you're talking about. It's always full. So
gotcha.
You're literally on a wait list just to play the fucking game.
Oh, I hate that.
Yep. So it's not worth it.
Jackbox elimination tournament.
All right.
I'm not touching Jackbox again unless it's private.
Oh yeah, after what happened? 30 seconds, everyone. 30 seconds.
Yep. Anyway, that's it. We are out of here. We will catch you all next week. It'll be the finale of King Oger. Some of us may be sleep deprived from Final Fantasy Rebirth, myself included, because it comes out on Thursday. That's weird. It comes out on a Thursday versus a Friday.
I wish it came out on actually, no, if it came out on Friday.
But that means it's available Wednesday night, isn't it, then?
It would be. Yes.
Yeah, because I checked, because I was because my birthday's the 28th, and it said it was available to play at 9 p.m., and I was like, ooh, yeah.
Oh, that means that yes, it's because we're doing a midnight here in the East Coast. So our midnight would be your 9. So
Yeah.
I know, I love it. It's my favorite thing about moving to the West Coast. I'm like, it's like midnight, 9 o'clock.
That reminds me, it's gonna be like because like that game once it comes out, like if it came out on a Friday, we wouldn't even have the TokuTonic, right?
but the thing is, it is the finale of King Oger, so we gotta kind of talk. We're just gonna be like out of it, probably
playing
that
the
night.
game while on stream.
No,
everyone,
like right now, I got the
PlayStation.
PS5 downstairs on like the 65-inch in the bedroom, but I'm like, oh no, for Final Fantasy, I'm moving that back up upstairs to the 75-inch because
Get yourself
I'm
the
not
PlayStation Portal so you can play it while you're doing the stream.
broke.
You play it on the
I'm
Portal.
broke, son. I'm broke.
All I'm saying
Well,
is
listen.
I'm gonna be playing that game, maybe on stream, maybe not. You don't know.
I might stream.
Okay, well, we'll see if we hear it in the background.
You won't.
Right.
I'll have
You'll just be level grinding the entire time we're streaming. I mean,
I'm like,
3 hours of level
yeah,
grinding is a
yeah.
good amount of time for streaming.
Yeah, it's like I
I mean,
Be in the gym
especially
doing
if you're-
workouts for 3 hours.
yeah.
I mean, especially
if
if you're doing the simulation, because the simulations you still get XP from doing it. That's one of the things that I'm grinding out in the demo right now. Is I'm just doing simulations. Getting that
simulations. I like the simulations because it was like it gave you like a reason and an easy way to grind everything because it lets you unlock all the like summons as well.
Yep. So yeah, on that note, we're out of here. We'll probably catch y'all next week. A good 85% chance.
Possibly.
We'll see.
Like,
the thumbnail may include just nothing but Final Fantasy characters.
One clip over. Your intro video is just the team workout video, and that's it. It's like, oh, wrong.
Just
wrong
superimpose
video.
it on there. Just that.
I'm gonna pull out the Tifa model.
Oh, get that VTuber. Ooh, boy. Get the AI voice for her too. Make it work. Make it work. All right. So on that note, we're out of here. We will catch you all next time. Until then, Steam.
Bye.
日本一